Told you I was starting off. You can...
Fucking Trey Pac.
Yeah, motherfucking Trey Pac here, bro. A resurgence, rebirth right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's mad I won't hear last week. You should be, because you had to deal with Brent, so I get it.
Beg your pardon.
And he started off with that bullshit about fucking, yeah, I know you guys probably wondering who Trey is. Didn't kick his peg leg out. You know what? That's why I fucked your bitch. I ain't gonna say the last part. He's a nice guy.
You should have. That would complete the two podcasts.
Fat motherfucker. Hit it!
How did we even get here? Cause I swear I don't recognize shit here.
That's what I did to your girl, Brent. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'm Polly. Is she having a good time? You guys enjoy each other? Do you want cupcakes afterwards?
I think she has some.
Did
Shit itches now.
Did you enjoy the Gatorade afterwards that I left for you guys by the bed?
My pickle tickle different.
Did you like, did you enjoy the refreshments from the mini bar I have next to the bed?
I'm having that weird feeling again that it's way too quiet in here. That weird thing's happening to happen that one day all of a sudden. I don't know why. I can't hear anything.
Because you're not used to, because you're out of practice. You're not used to this shit anymore.
It's been a week.
No, it's been two. More
Not for
than
me.
that. It's been a while.
No.
It's been a while.
Has it? Let me turn this volume down. It's not gonna work. Why are you doing that? You all right? How was your last week without me?
Glorious.
Were the numbers just spectacular?
Glorious.
Are the numbers like breaking the bank? Do they go crazy?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We won all sorts of awards and shit.
Y'all miss me? I know.
With every bullet so far.
Trey Pac and this motherfucker, man. We out here. I knew as soon as I silenced it. See how that goes? I just said
That,
this shit can go off.
I don't know what everybody in your life seems to just hit you up whenever we do this shit. I need a nail file.
I should show you who this is. Don't say no names on camera, but I'm gonna show you who this girl is. Okay? I just want to see your reaction. I'm gonna show you. Not this one. That's just my friend. Actually, they're all just my friend. But I can't. Now my screen just went black. It doesn't even want me. See how that? See how technology works?
Exactly.
See how technology works? Let me see. Okay, hold on. Let me just show you what this female looks like real quick. This girl right here.
Oh, Tatiana Ali. Look at that. Oh, I'm sorry. No name.
Just say,
I'm sorry.
Man.
Shit. Sorry, Tati.
What the fuck is your problem?
Sorry.
That's what she looks like on a regular basis.
I bet.
No, but so this is somebody that I met on Bigo.
Okay.
Ironically. But
oh, that's the one who you keep. I keep seeing notifications of you
sharing
their shit.
Yeah, well, it was a couple of them that I was sharing because, like, I told you.
But I know, I remember, I recognize her
she's
name.
one of them. Yeah,
I recognize her name.
Well, thanks for blowing it up because you weren't supposed to say her name, so just say I keep sending shit.
You
punk motherfucker. Why your hat look like it's dying in the back? It's trying to hold on for dear life.
Cause my hair's growing too fast.
Mine ain't. It's no problem for me.
I'm in that weird portion of haircut land where I probably should cut it, but I haven't had the fucking time or energy to. That's not real. She photoshopped that shit.
100%.
She photoshopped that shit.
100%.
That's
real.
a Photoshop.
No, it's not.
That's a Photoshop.
No, it's not.
Hips only go like that in cartoons.
That's what I said. I said cartoon status, but it's real. No. Trust and believe. I'm here to tell you something, sir. Anyway, yeah, she just bad is the whole point. I've met some pretty attractive women up there that are dope.
But you say she's just a friend.
She is.
You say she's just a friend.
She is.
Oh, baby, you.
She is. She's
okay.
absolutely just a friend.
Okay.
Where all these damn messages come from? About Friday. Okay. Hey, I'm getting my vent fixed. Let's go. Wait, you said something to me too?
Yes.
What the? Why did I get? You see, I heard the one notification, but I didn't hear none of these. Yeah, 5:30, Brent. We can start at 5:30.
Okay, good.
All right,
okay,
cool.
good.
Cool. Let's do it.
Cool.
All right. People of Podcast Land, my name is Trey Sykes. I am here to host this event. This is my partner, Titty McFuckfuck. And
I have fucked many titties.
There you go. That's why he's called Titty McFuckfuck. And
quite well, actually.
By the way, the colors are immaculate on camera. Have you been doing this on purpose? Are you looking at the colors before you get here and then putting them together based off of how to look with your ring light?
No.
Because I feel like you might be standing in the mirror.
No.
And looking at how can I shine next to Trey.
This was based on when this is coming out. And
what is this? Keep your heart. 3 stacks. Keep your heart. Oh man, I like it. I want to say something silly, but
I had to get it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. It's one of my favorite songs of all time.
That's a hell of a fucking song.
Like it's in my top.
It's a hell of a fucking
It's in my
song.
top 10. Like
It's a hell of a
single
fucking
songs, and you can't find it on most platforms. They won't play it. Bro, that shit is fire. That video is fire. His verse is ridiculous. My goodness.
His verse is a poem.
It is. It's ridiculous.
It's a poem.
It's literally
like, it's not
a poem.
Like it's not even like a rhyme.
Yeah, you
It's
take
like,
the raps away from it. It
yeah.
literally is it's literally a fucking poem. And that's one of my favorite styles of rap, by the way. When you rap and then you just change it where you're supposed to rhyme and then you don't, but it still makes perfect sense if for some reason it doesn't break the flow.
And the metaphors and similes are so good. Like,
they're so good.
I'm not an island, peninsula maybe.
Right.
Like, oh shit, like
right.
And all this pussy cat that's oh come on, dog. Like that shit.
Spaceships, they don't come equipped with rearview mirrors. They dip as quick as they can. The atmosphere is now ripped. Like
I hate to see you cry, but I love to see her laughing.
No, I love to see her smiling.
Smiling.
Wetness all around me, true. Then that line. But I'm no island. Yeah, that shit's ridiculous. He fucking bodied that verse. I was gonna make a joke about you just not wearing a shirt today because you and your light skin ass shirt match, but I like the quotes.
These are two different tones.
Nah.
These are two different tones. These are different tones.
You may be tone deaf because
now, mind you, under this, I'm probably
Brighter.
about this shade. I've got a farmer's tan. because
I just want to tell y'all when I peeked, there's titties in there. I saw 'em.
the sun has not hit my bare chest in well over a decade. So I'm pretty sure it is probably the same color.
You take a
as the
shower
shirt.
with a window right next to you.
Not open.
I used to shower with your shit open all the time.
Not
I told you
open,
I'd make
nigga.
eye contact with people.
What?
They was walking by and it was like,
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck you looking at, bro? He was looking at me, he was like,
That's probably why neighbors kept asking about who the fuck, who's this guy?
I'm sitting there like,
Hey,
Sitting there.
who's that? Who's that dude that keeps taking showers in front of the neighborhood kids with the windows open and
I'm
shit?
just washing it. Don't worry about it. I'm just washing. I ain't doing
You
nothing.
know, you got kids playing in the backyard and shit. Like, what the fuck?
Just washing it.
Motherfuckers having barbecues and shit right next to it. First off, that's only partially your fault for having the shit open, but also the people who designed my apartment must have been on some heavy duty crack because that layout
Bro,
fucking
it's
sucks.
ridiculous. But
that layout in that apartment sucks.
Furthermore, mad places in California are built this way, which is something else that is just disturbing to me in general.
That is a problem.
Her measurements are 34, 26, 43, by the way. 34, 26, 43.
Yeah, I don't believe that because
All of it.
At least the picture that you showed me, the 26 looks like it's smaller, and that's why I'm like, oh, that's cartoon.
That's
like, it's
what
not-
I would say. But
like 26 seems like it should be bigger.
So here's
than
the thing.
that.
Here's the thing.
Either that's the angle, or she photoshopped that shit, or something.
No. It's the angle. It's the angle because it's where she was standing. She's at a side view, kind of a twist, so you're only seeing like this much of it. But even when she's standing straight on, it only doubles basically. Because what you're seeing there is probably like 12.
I would rather see the double.
No. That image is crazy.
Like, listen, ladies, with all the contouring and angles and shit, stop it. Stop it.
Fuck
Stop
that. Keep
it.
doing it. Keep doing
Stop
it. That
it.
shit is fire.
I want to see you.
No, I'm gonna see you.
I want to see you.
No, I'm gonna see you, baby. Don't even trip. Don't listen to him. That's why
I want to see you.
That's why Brent is struggling and Trey Pac is out here.
That's like when you go to a restaurant and they got the flashed out burger on the picture and you get there and it's fucking
It's not the same thing.
It's fucking a half a
not the
patty
same
and
thing.
fucking mayo on a burnt bun and shit.
But did you hear the measurements?
Yeah, I heard the measurements. That I'm saying the waist on that picture didn't look like 26.
I
which
hear
is
what
why I'm like,
you focus on the wrong thing. See, you doing what girls do. Don't focus on the wrong thing. Did you hear the measurements I just gave you though?
and you know what? If those are her measurements, fantastic.
Nigga, what?
That's a fantastic friend that you have there.
Friend, yeah. I mean,
Friend.
I don't know the girl in
Just
person.
friend.
Listen, she is a vibe though. I will tell you. When it comes to people that are just straight up vibes, like I've met people in recent. This is a topic actually. This is a perfect topic.
Mm-hmm.
When you meet somebody that's just your fucking vibe and you just know it off rip, you like, damn, this is easy. Like every time I say something to this motherfucker, I ain't gotta think. It's not like, oh, I'm trying to teach you how to be in this situation.
Yeah.
That shit is different. Because when you're in your 20s, I feel like you really be like, oh, she fine, so I'm gonna just, come on. You know, we good. We'll figure it out. It's fine. We can work with it.
We do that a lot.
But when you meet that one that's like that, because I don't believe in soulmates, but I believe we have multiple people out there that have characteristics that blend with us a certain way. Mm-hmm. And I think sometimes you'll run into somebody that has like 9 out of 10 of your top qualities. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time you run into people that have like 4 or 5 of your top qualities and everything else is 4 or 5 of your least favorite.
9, ladies.
Oh,
he's got
plays a little golf, does he?
He's got the 4.
3. Nah, but
yeah, and it's funny. You hear all the time about women like, oh, they think they can change a dude with blah blah blah.
Right.
But you don't hear about the men who think that because
Right.
because we do go
It's
through
just what we
periods
do.
where like, yeah, no, we can. I can live with that. We like,
Yeah,
but
all
look
the
at
time.
her, like she's fine, or
Right.
she's here, or
Right. It's because men are fucking idiots, and we think with our dicks a lot
we're
of the time.
dumb.
Yeah, fucking morons.
Yeah.
No, that's what that definition really breaks down to. Because realistically, as a human, knowing that all we know about is the current life we wake up in every day, you probably shouldn't waste your time with people that don't fit. As friends, as family, as love interests, as jobs, anything. You probably should say, hey, fuck that. I'm going to go find something else to do because this doesn't work for me. Because you know what? I could die tomorrow. And if I die tomorrow and I was kicking it with this person or that person or this person or that person, I'm going to be really pissed off. As I'm dying, I'm going to be like, why the fuck am I having to sprinkle crack on myself right now? This sucks. It wasn't my time. But if you had this fulfilling life, you like, fuck, man, this sucks. But, you know, I feel like you'll be more content. Now, mind you, in a horrific accident or something like that, you're never going to be happy. It's not like your last thought's going to be like, oh, hooray, what a life I've lived. Like, nobody's going to do that. But you get what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, when people look back and they'll think about your legacy or whatever that is, and if you're having time to even have that shit flash before you, you're not going to be like, fuck. Like, I've had times in my life where I literally was doing shit, and I'm like, man, if I was to die right now, I wasn't happy. Like, I want niggas to know. I used to tell my mom all the time, look, if I die today, the way this shit is gone, make sure you know, and everybody else knows, that I was very disgruntled. I was not a happy employee of the world. But then sometimes you do it and you're like, you know what? This shit's all right.
You sound like one of those Mulligan Brother videos I keep watching.
That's how I feel.
Because it's like, if you were to die tomorrow,
yeah,
with all your dreams and aspirations and hopes at your bedside, would they be able to say you've lived us out, or would they say we're dying with you? It's like shit.
You know what's crazy, man?
Died. Fuck, I don't want them to die with me. Ah!
Bro, it's like Seth Rollins. Almost said Rogan. Seth Rollins.
Two different sets.
Completely different sets. I read a quote from him on Twitter one day that I'll never forget because it just
Puff pass.
Probably, but
Seth Rollins. No, Seth Rollins.
Right,
You'll never
that's two different sets.
Yeah, I'm stuck on Seth Rogen now. Seth Rollins. What enlightening thing does Seth Rollins have to tweet of all people?
This is what he said, and it stuck with me because, like you said, I'm thinking the same thing. Like Seth Rollins was something like
I've met the man, and he was like having
lost some money.
It was like having a conversation with plywood.
Well, this non-driftwood guy this day said, I'm just looking to sell out my funeral. And I was like,
okay.
I fucking like that quote.
That's not a bad quote.
I fucking like that quote. One. That's the kind of vibe I'm on. That's my energy right there because, like, you know where I've been for the last couple of years. This shit's been a struggle. Like, life was very, very complex. Now, mind you, I was making it more complex than it had to be because I kept switching coasts. It's very hard to get stability and move forward in your life if you won't stay fucking still. Period. Like, I spent 2015, I spent half of the year in 2015 in Virginia, half of the year in California, getting ingratiated and meeting people and learning California. Went back to visit one time, then came back, went back home, I think 3 times that next year, then actually moved halfway through the year the following year. So that's 2 moves cross country in 2 years. Then go home, I'm there for a bit, I come to visit the next summer in 2018. All this shit pops off, gets real dramatic over here. Then I moved back in 2019, the beginning of it. Then Corona happens after the other year, so I end up leaving in October. Actually, before Corona, October, my car breaks down after driving Uber all year. And then I go home then, come back in January. Corona happens. I leave again in April, back to Virginia. So just, there was no stability. I'm like, boom, 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 boom. Now, mind you, I drove 3 of those times, back and forth. So the first time I've actually stayed put for almost a year in one place, I've had mad good shit happen to me. Mind you, that's why I shouted out Gina on this podcast. She was on the episode last week. I shouted her out good vibes like 2 weeks ago or something like that. Because, you know, you've had good people around you to put you in good positions to be able to win in certain areas if you're smart enough to focus and lock in on these things. But that shit is not easy to do. Like, it's been a real tough road. So when you start seeing, like, gains and you start seeing positive things start happening, it's like, you know, I got to give myself some kudos. Because I'm looking around at peers and other people that I know and, you know, family members and just all sorts of shit around me. I'm like, bruh, there's a lot of people that ain't doing much.
Yeah.
You know, and I've lived, I feel like, several lives down there because I did a lot of shit in Virginia. And I came out here and I've done a lot of shit out here.
Did you ever forget shit that you've done?
Yes.
And you like somebody reminds you, like, oh, I did.
All the fucking time. all the
that
fucking
happened
time,
to
bro.
me the other day. I forget who the fuck I was talking to. Matter of fact, I think it was Kyle. Kyle and I did a video that should be coming out in the next, pretty soon, around the time this episode comes out. And
I thought you were talking about The Wire. I was like, what?
And he was like, yeah, and we were talking about like when we met. And I was like, oh yeah, we did do that.
Right.
I'm like, fuck yeah, I fucking forgot.
Shit throws you all the way off.
Because the shit happened, it seems like a lifetime ago, and it was really only a couple of years ago.
Right.
What you're talking about with the stability, it doesn't even have to be as dramatic as the coast. I've been in California this whole time.
Yeah, but moving.
The couple of years between me living in one place in Long Beach to another place, not even that far down the street in Long Beach, then to Santa Clarita at 3 different locations, 4 if you count my car, and then back, like that time span. You're right. That shit.
It's a time vacuum.
And every time I felt I was about to get comfortable someplace,
Something comes up.
That's when it all fell out and everything changed again. And it was like you couldn't get it was hard to get a foothold anywhere doing anything.
Yeah.
And now suddenly and I was talking about this with a passenger the other day. It's interesting how in the midst of the pandemic and the mysterious virus we can't talk about on certain platforms, i.e. YouTube.
We can't talk about it on YouTube.
They've gotten iffy with some people.
If I say the Rona, they gonna hate.
The Rona. I don't think that's in the algorithm.
What if I say Ho Rona?
I don't think that's at the algorithm.
Zo Rona?
I don't think that's at the algorithm.
Show Rona.
That's a song.
I know. Sharona.
That's a
that
song.
one? Is that the right
that's
one?
A song.
Yeah, that's right.
My Sharona.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Things kind of settle a bit. I can start to do some shit. I can start to work on the podcast. We can start doing the podcast. We can start trying to make moves to get noticed with the podcast. Start kind of doing some shit with it. To start at least getting some sort of semblance of some sort of ball rolling. Yeah. So yeah,
It's interesting, man, because like what this pandemic has done is that fandemic. We don't say words that are real. What this fandemic has done is it made everybody sit the fuck down.
I loved it when he tagged with Tyler Breeze.
Oh God! Listen, I'm not gonna. Nope, stop. I'm not doing this. No. I actually used to like him. I didn't like when they had him beat Jericho though at WrestleMania. I wasn't a fan of that. I knew what Jericho was doing. I didn't like it though.
If it had turned into something, it would have been decent. But of course, they dropped it immediately.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was terrible. So
it could have been a career-making moment, but instead, it's a footnote in history.
I think he lost on Raw the next night.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
and I think it was to Jericho. I think it was right back.
It's just a footnote in history.
Anyway, we're not gonna talk about that stupid shit. That shit distracted me. Now I'm doing this in my head. I remember him having a chip on his shoulder in NXT when he was himself before they came up with that gimmick, and him being like, "Oh, what's that? Is that a chip on my shoulder?" It was pretty hilarious, actually.
Wrestling's so weird.
It is so weird. But yeah, it's like, it made us sit down and really like. I heard somebody say this. It might have been Will Smith. Somebody like early in the fucking situation that happened last year. They were talking about
entanglement.
Yeah, last year's
the global entanglement.
Yeah, exactly. I have so many other things I want to say with that, but I'm leaving it alone. But it's just like, you had to really sit and kind of take account of your own situation in life, because there was no escaping you this year. Like, you couldn't escape you, and a lot of people that I know like to run from a lot of things that are going on in real situations. And there was none of that. Like, you had to be able to look yourself in the face at what was happening and then, like, put your back against the wall and push forward or either sink through that bitch. And I was like, all right, I'm pushing forward. Like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Because I knew for damn sure I wouldn't keep laying on your damn couch. I knew that. I knew that wasn't going to be a thing. I was about to lose my fucking mind. I hated it.
Oh, you'll be happy to know I have a bed and the futons in the living room now.
What?
So
that's up. Gotta give you something for that.
So if you want to, you can
come by sometime.
You can crash on the futon.
I hate to come there otherwise. I've literally stayed away from your house like the plague. I think I've been in there twice.
That thing is fucking huge for the living room.
I know it. It's gotta be.
It's huge for the living room.
The other thing fits.
It's too big for the living room.
That's how I thought.
But I might just end up staying it. Hey, I'm not getting rid of that over the fucking
unless you can sell
it.
Unless you can sell it for like good money.
Maybe because it's a custom mattress.
There you go. See?
But I'm not getting rid. But I love that futon. I don't ever want to get rid of that shit if I don't have to.
It's not like you put any dents in it.
That futon has fucking been with me through thick and thin. That was a gift from.
You mean literally thick and thin?
He literally. That was yes. And that was a gift from Miss T. You know who you are.
Hold on, I'm gonna sip with him.
So
Those are always good moments on podcasts.
Gift. She owed it to me because she broke it, but she broke my old one.
She jumped up into a split?
No, she. So I was doing a video. So she was over at my house one weekend, and she had been put to sleep, and I started doing videos.
Don't try that at home, kids.
I started doing videos while she was asleep because I had, I was trying to keep.
First off, you need consent for that kind of shit. You are tripping right now. I know you didn't say that on this podcast.
No, she was consensually put to sleep. She
no, but the video.
She got.
You just don't film a naked woman on video.
Oh no. I was filming myself.
Oh, okay.
I was filming.
Just making sure.
I was filming and filming myself. And she couldn't wait until I was done. Mm-hmm. So like I was wrapping up the video and she grabbed me.
At least you were wrapping up.
She grabbed me by the shorts. You might still be able to find the video. You'll know what it is because the very end has me going like share, subscribe, bye. Something like that because she grabs me and pulls me onto my futon.
Why wouldn't you just say down here in that moment? That would have been perfect.
Because I already said it.
Damn, you should have said it again. You should say no, double back. Down here.
And she pulled me on the futon with like extreme
aggression.
That hunger. That hunger. That's right.
I want that.
Yes. And,
give me that.
And we heard a crack, and that was the end of it. And it wasn't a very expensive futon anyway. But we heard a crack, and she ended up buying me the one I currently have.
That's fair. But yeah, I've been avoiding your house like the plague because of that. Even more so because I fucking hated my time there. Mainly because I laid on that fucking thing. But then also, I don't know if you guys know Brent, but this guy is something. Okay, let me tell you something. Now, mind you, he was a nice guy. He allowed me to crash there.
I was an amazing host.
But this guy, he is something else.
Okay? I'm an amazing host. I didn't touch him until after he went to sleep.
He was taping, though.
I whispered sweet nothings in his ear.
He was taping all the time.
Affirmations.
Then I kept waking up and hearing a different world. It was weird.
Affirmations. It was great. It
was Bill Cosby in a different world. Is what I kept hearing all the time when I was dealing with him. But no, honestly, man, it's like, it's one of those things last year has pushed me back into like a very solid Trey type of headspace that I haven't really been in since before I even came to Cali. Like, I don't even think y'all saw me out here ever like this at any point. Y'all thought y'all had gotten like, the full version of me, but it wasn't because I didn't have that shit when I left Virginia. I left Virginia for a reason. It was like, yeah, it was an opportunity to come out to Cali and do something different and all that kind of shit, of course. But breaking up with my ex fucked me up. That one got me. Like, I was done after that shit. I'm like, man, I don't know what the fuck going on. So I had that summer of savagery, as I call it, right before I came here. From like, it was actually like a 6-month stretch, 8-month stretch. So it was like January to August. I was acting a fool. Then August 1st, I got in my car and I drove here. So it took a while for me to like kind of get back on my feet and get balanced and kind of understand how ebbs and flows go in life, so to say, and like how you're supposed to handle certain things, how do you do certain things, what you focus on, what you should be going towards, like realistic goals, not setting yourself too far away from this and too far away from that. So I just feel like this is the most I've had at one time, like to have a full-time job, making more money than I've made, fucking filming a podcast weekly and being consistent with it. Like, we have really been on top of this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, there haven't been many weeks we've skipped, and even if we have, we typically put something out if it's not like a full podcast episode. Last week I had some family shit going on, but even that, it fucking, that kind of shit makes me.
I told them you did a tournament in Rio de Janeiro.
That's right. Yeah, last week I was at that tournament in Rio de Janeiro, and that shit gave me perspective. Because when you look and you see stuff around you, you kind of like, damn, man, I'm not doing so bad. Like right now, considering where I was this time last year, because this time last year is about when I crashed on your couch. It was around this time last year I was on your couch or in my car or at Rachel's crib randomly. It was like those three combined together, you know what I'm saying? Sleeping at the park and shit, pissing in bottles, like that kind of shit. Goddamn, what a difference a year makes. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. And realistically, it's not even a year. It was 6 months made, because from June 1st is when this shit came into fruition. And I literally took the fuck off. It went from, I had absolutely nothing. I owned nothing except for my car. And all of a sudden, I remember you walked in here. I had my place set up a whole different way. Then, like, seemingly a month later, I had mad new shit. And I just kept seeing you look like, the fuck is this nigga doing? Is he selling crack now? Like, what the fuck? Every time you came in here, it's like, yo, did you see this? Hey, yo, peep this right here. Hey, yo, look, I got a grill. Hey, look, new TV.
No, if you were selling crack, you'd have a better dartboard.
That's true. I still haven't fixed that. I don't know why. It's like nostalgic at this point. I feel like kind of like you with the futon. Because like I definitely thought about it. I was like, I can get a new dartboard. This shit's terrible at this point. But not like you good at darts anyway. I don't know why you talking shit. I demolished you on this.
I never said I was good at darts. I just said that your dartboard was shit. I just because I'm not good at it doesn't mean I don't know.
Like, if you can't don't tell me mine's soft.
Nigga, I know if there's no net on the hoop. I can't.
You know if it's a double rim?
Yeah, nigga, the fuck.
I hate that analogy.
I can tell that there's a deflated basketball stuck on that motherfucker. Like,
a lot of people couldn't tell it was deflated football, so I don't want to hear that. By the way, he's won 14 championships since then.
Who?
Tom Brady. Since the deflate gate.
We want to talk about that?
I mean,
so
might as well talk about goats.
So you go ahead and you talk.
All right.
All I'm gonna say is I didn't watch the game because fucking Bucks and Chiefs gives a shit.
What?
Wish somehow they could both lose. I don't give a shit.
How do you not watch that game? Do you know who was playing?
Yeah, that's why I don't give a shit.
Not the teams, the players.
That's why I don't give a shit.
Oh man,
that's why I don't give fuck number one.
See, you Niners fans so pissed off about last year still.
Now, one thing I will say is that I don't have the argument anymore of Tom Brady
being the GOAT,
being a product of just the system because he won one outside of the Belichick system
with the MVP.
With the MVP. So I will admit that so shit. There's a lot.
Bill Belichick didn't make the playoffs this year,
right?
With the former MVP as his quarterback,
right?
I know he didn't play great, but also Tom Brady made the playoffs. And wild card though, he didn't even make it like high seed. He beat Washington, the number 2 ranked defense,
and won the Super Bowl.
He beat the Saints, who beat the fuck out of them earlier this year. He then beat Green Bay, who had the new MVP this year, and arguably the greatest of all time in some people's books. And then he beat the other arguable greatest of all times in the Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes. That's a hell of a fucking run.
Who's saying Patrick Mahomes is the greatest of all time?
They've been saying that shit for like 2 years, and he's only been quarterbacking for 2 years.
I was gonna say that's very premature.
Don't tell me.
That's wildly
Brent.
premature.
Brent, don't tell me this. Talk to the people on TV. They're the ones that get paid money for it. I'm just a guy on the internet, but I'm just telling you what they said. My personal opinion. Of course not. Tom Brady won 7 fucking rings. I don't give a fuck what they say. You can say it's a product. You can say deflate gate. You can say whatever you want. Never seen nobody else do it. I don't want to hear the shit. And yes, the rules have changed. Yes, all the shit. But Drew Brees is in this era. Aaron Rodgers is in this era. They get to play by the same rules as quarterback, right? This motherfucker keeps winning. And he definitely showed he's a better GM than Bill Belichick in one season.
And my argument for Aaron Rodgers has always been that he was able to make chicken salad out of chicken shit. Yeah. Out of whatever chicken shit that fucking...
But so did Tom Brady.
That Green Bay gives him.
But look at Tom Brady's squad the last year in New England. They didn't make it to the actually, matter of fact, go 2 years ago. Go back to when they won. That team was not that good. They should not have gone as far as they got. They started off, I think, that year 9-0 or something like that. They started off.
Wasn't that the season that he got suspended and wasn't playing the first Brady wasn't playing the first few games, and that's why they lost the first however many games they lost because they had the backup in.
Yes, it was 1-2 or something like that. They
something
started
like
off.
That,
yeah, and then he came in. I think it was that year, or maybe the year before. I can't really remember, but I think that was the year because I think that he came back and they went on like a really, really hot run.
Right.
But nonetheless, that team was not great. Was the point. Like, if you watch them, they beat a bunch of bad teams, and then they lost to the good teams, and then they got to the playoffs and just went crazy. Like, per usual for him, once Peyton Manning retired, because they used to go at it all the time, and it was, like, aggressive.
Not per usual for him. That motherfucker's used to going in the playoffs at 16-0.
No, not 16-0.
Motherfuckers used to going in there fucking...
I mean...
he's
had some years.
Patriots
like
have a record of 27-0 this year. Okay, how the fuck they only played 16 games? The fuck you giving them an extra 11 games? What the fuck?
You know, that statistic really was a thing for a while, but it was like it was from the last season. Well, they won the last and they went like it's been 27 straight or something stupid.
Yeah. Those statisticians
and then Eli happened.
Those statisticians with those magic fucking numbers.
Is Eli a Hall of Famer?
Probably.
I mean, he's got 2 over Brady.
I mean, he's got name recognition. So
he's got 2 over the GOAT.
Yeah.
So, in the fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah. So, first ballot. Probably he'll get in first ballot.
But is he, though? Take those away. I know that's something really, really... You can't really just do that, but it's like Robert Horry. He's got 7 rings. Does he really have 7 rings?
Him and John Sally.
John Sally has 5, I think. But Robert Horry has more than Michael Jordan. And he hit big shots. His name is Big Shot Bob. So he was a part of it. That shot against the Kings, that back tip from Vlade Divac is the dumbest play ever. Away from Shaq. I'm going to just bat it and smack it back out to the top. And then him knocking it down and Rhythm coming back with his arms down like. And then he hit some big shots for the Spurs. I remember the kickouts from Manu and Tony.
He did.
Top, knocking it down. So, I mean.
But see, those are the only ones he's known for. And it's interesting, but those are the only ones you need to be known for.
Right, that's all I need.
Those are the only ones you need to be known for.
That's all I need.
Or you just need to show up when you need to be there.
Right.
You just need to be there when you need to be there.
I don't have to be Reggie Miller.
You don't have to. You're right. You don't have to hit the 87 before. You just have to hit that one.
And he really would do that a lot.
You just have to hit that one with 0.1 seconds left.
He would
on the
miss
clock.
16 in a game, and then he would be in the corner at the end and just knock it down.
You don't
like Derek Fisher.
Yeah,
same shit.
It's the clutch. It's the clutch mentality. Like,
it's real.
Like if you can't.
It's real.
There's something to that.
Can you knock it?
Because there's something palpable to that.
Like Skip Bayless was talking about Tom Brady's comebacks in the Super Bowl. Every Super Bowl, he had a 4-quarter comeback. He had to come back and do a game-winning drive for like all of his championships until this one. Mm-hmm. Because they scored in the first quarter. And Tom is so petty. He made it a
Tom
point.
Petty?
Yes. That's exactly what he should be called. You know what? Nobody else can use that name ever again. He is now Tom Petty.
What about Tom Petty?
Nah, not him either.
Okay.
But I knew that was the thing. That one I knew. It was a... Anyway, so they love that clip. I don't know why that was such a popular clip when I did it that day. Like, it got so many views and likes. I was like, no context. They're like, that's so funny. I'm like, I didn't give you any context.
TikTok.
Perfect, right? But yeah, he was so petty that he only threw to people that he told Bill Belichick not to get rid of. Like, he threw 2 touchdowns to Gronkowski, and he threw 1 to AB. Like, those are all the touchdown passes. And he was just like, I'm going to only the guys that you got rid of, that I told you not to get rid of because they're good. And you kept saying, no, fuck you, Tom, you're done. We need Jimmy G. And he was like, no, I'm that guy. Give me some weapons. And he was like, no, your time is up. You get the fuck out of here. And Tom was like, okay, Gronk, out of retirement.
Well, Belichick
out of retirement.
Belichick was clearly wrong because porn star Jimmy does not deliver.
No, he's great. You guys made it to the Super Bowl.
Porn star Jimmy does not deliver.
Y'all made it to the Super Bowl.
He made it to the Super Bowl on the back of the rest of his team. I watched those games in 49ers bars and saw that motherfucker throw some shit that he had no business throwing.
Okay, so he's Brett Favre. What's wrong with being a gunslinger?
I feel like Brett
Favre's a fucking gunslinger.
I was gonna say it's been years. But
he's a gunslinger.
I feel like Brett Favre was more accurate. I feel like Brett Favre was more accurate with his shit.
Okay, yes, he was, but here's the thing: he did it for
he
longer.
Wasn't. You're right. He was a gunslinger, but I feel like he was more accurate with his shit.
He was reckless as fuck. Brett Favre.
Okay.
Watch those as an adult. Go back and watch some of his plays as an adult because we were young.
Don't quote me on that. Because it's been fucking years.
He was accurate. He could. Okay, so Brett would get some passes and plays that were so crazy. You're just like, what the fuck? How did he fit that in there? Mm-hmm. But because of that, he would get passes and plays. We like, why the fuck did he throw that in there all the time, like game after game, because he had so much faith in his arm. It's like Michael Vick. Michael Vick used to do the same fucking thing. He had such a fucking cannon on his left arm, and he would just toss that bitch in impossible positions. You like, how did he make that pass? But then the accuracy, the next play would be like all over the place. You looking like this is not consistent, right? But that clutch shit,
it was that big game, and
he would come through and make that play. It's a Hail Mary or it's a 3rd and 12, and then he converts. So kind of up in the air. But the main thing is Tom Brady's a fucking GOAT. I don't know. I thought when he got to 6, he was the fucking GOAT. I said, you know what? Tom Brady he's a problem. Like I said, I think it was 5 where I said, I got to stop hating on Tom Brady. I'm sick of it. Okay. At this point, it's pointless. It's like Tim Duncan. They literally are the same person to me. I was like, Greg Popovich is Bill Belichick. Fucking Tim Duncan is Tom Brady. And then Tom said, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to get another championship above Tim Duncan, and then I'm going to leave the system to prove all you dumb fucks wrong and then get another championship with the worst winning percentage team in the last 20 years.
And that's always the rub on athletes.
Right.
Is can they do better in a different... Jordan couldn't.
Nope, because he went to the Wizards. He was ass.
There were no rings in Washington.
Hold on. He did get his ribs broken in summer camp that year by Ron Artest. I did some research on this not too long ago.
Okay.
Ron Artest elbowed the fuck out of Jordan in one of his...
well, I saw Last Dance. Jordan should have come back then and tap danced on his face. He should have been like, I took that personally. Well, and just come back and just taken the ring.
This is the thing though. He was 39, I think, when he played the season before his last. So I think he played his last season at 40. But Jordan literally put up 20 plus, and then he went on a stretch when he got healthy and put up like mad points. Like he was scoring 40s for a stretch. It was weird. Like,
so what happened with the Wizards?
They sucked. I mean, that's it. Think about Jordan at the beginning of his career. He was a fucking monster.
Yeah.
But his team was terrible. If you look at his record, yeah, he made the playoffs his first year. But their record was like 37-45 or some shit. Like, people, Jordan made the playoffs his first year. Why didn't LeBron? LeBron, I believe, had a winning record, but he was in a better East at the time. Jordan was in a worse East because they were the number 8 seed with a 37-40 something record. Mm-hmm. Point being, though, that's why, because the Wizards were fucking horrible. And he was partial GM, and he was fucking horrible because he picked Kwame Brown, who had tiny hands, he wasn't athletic, and he had bad feet. If you don't have hands and you don't have feet, how do you play a professional sport? How do you go number 1 overall in the draft? A fucking mistake. That's how you do it. So, he was just bad. He was in a bad situation. But Tom Brady, he was like, no, I'm going to bring out 2 players that can still really play. Gronkowski, AB, who people have just written off completely. We don't even know about them. They already had 2 other all-star.
24/7 champion, Rob Gronkowski.
That's right. I said the same thing the other day. I was watching. I showed Pittsburgh. He's a 24/7 champion, too. She said, what? That Super Bowl champion right there? 24/7 champion. He beat R-Truth one day. The great R-Truth.
The second football player to be in a championship situation with R-Truth in his entire career. You remember who the first one was?
Who was the first one? Was it when he was K-Quick still?
No, he was Ron Killings. He was Ron the Truth Killings.
Oh, in TNA then. Or was it, what was it? The other one about?
Adam Pac-Man Jones.
Oh, yeah. Pac-Man came for a little bit. I forgot about Pac-Man.
When Pac-Man was suspended from the league.
That's right.
Something.
He did the Mike Tyson thing.
And couldn't get physical because he was still under contract with the team. Mm-hmm. So they had him on the apron the entire time, not doing shit.
That's right.
Somebody would bring a football into the ring and he'd throw it at somebody and that would be the thing. And Ron Killings would pin somebody. And they were tag team champions together for a minute.
I forgot all about that.
For a cool minute, too.
Yeah, I forgot
about
that.
For a cool minute.
Because he was on the marquee almost every week for that show.
Because they were a really small team, and they were like, hey, we got the news flashy celebrity of the moment right now.
It worked, too, for a little bit. It did. Because I didn't even realize that was happening. Now that you say it, I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right. He never did do anything.
Adam Pac-Man Jones.
He never touched anybody. Yeah, it's true.
He couldn't touch anybody. Because they brought him in first, and then the NFL was like, you can't. Or whatever team he was with, Cincinnati, I think, was like, no, you can't do. If you get injured doing that fake shit on your fucking fuck you, and he was like, all right, fine, I'll just sit on the apron and make my money.
Funny thing is, that's similar to what happened to Tyson though, where he couldn't get his license to box for that stretch, and he ended up in WWE. Except for he was like, nah, I'm touching whoever the fuck I want. Like, he didn't hit nobody for real, but they had a couple of spots with him. He never took any offense, you know what I mean? So it was just him dishing it.
That kind of helps explain how they did all the teasing shit that they did. So that when they did...
Because he was suspended at that time.
Because they did the Austin pull apart.
Right.
Where Austin didn't touch him.
Yeah. Did he didn't push him?
Austin flipped him off.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And
Tyson pushed him. And then
pushed
Austin
him,
goes
and then
at
the
him.
whole thing broke up.
True.
And then
the punch with Sean later.
That never happened. Sean just grabbed him. I'm gonna and pulled his shirt
down. Yeah. And then he lays him. So all offense
at
for
WrestleMania at the very end.
Right.
Boom.
But he never touched him. It was just, he swings, Tyson ducks it, bam, instantaneous. So yeah, I mean it was very similar contract.
By the way, all that time off. That worked punch was still quick as fuck.
Oh my god, it was terrifying.
That shit was still quick as fuck.
By the way, all that time off, did you watch him versus Roy Jones?
It was like Sean was standing 1 second and the next second he was flat on his fucking back.
But did you watch him versus Roy Jones?
Oh, I saw some clips.
Let me tell you, he's still extremely terrifyingly fast. That man is fast.
I saw his training. That shit was horrific.
His training was terrifying.
That shit was horrific.
He's the only man I'm scared of in the world. Honest to God, truth. I'm not even playing. I literally am terrified of Mike Tyson.
But also, did you see the interviews before? Then he was like, "I go into a different place. I just go into. I don't like this place. I don't like this." He was like, it was like
he tried to kill Roy Jones a couple times.
He was like, "I don't like this person I'm turning into." Right? Listen.
Yeah, he said that before.
You know,
he said that before to Joe Rogan. He said I turned it off. I had to turn off the ego because my ego.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Right?
He was really on some.
Bro, I'm not. Yeah. He fucking scares me. I'm not gonna lie.
I've heard people say they've been in rooms with Mike Tyson and been absolutely fucking terrified.
Jamie Foxx said if Mike Tyson walked in here right now, one of his stand-ups, he said he walked in here right now, everybody would look like somebody just let a vicious pit bull off, and everybody, oh shit, is that Mike? What the fuck Mike doing here? Man, that shit was hilarious because it was so true at the time, especially. But even now, that motherfucker is.
Do you know who Godfrey is, the comedian?
Yeah.
Been on Vlad TV a whole bunch. I watch his podcast. Mm-hmm. Shout outs to Godfrey. Hopefully he'll shout us out on your
thought you were about to shout out
wildly successful podcast. But he told the story about how he's been in a room, like he's been in places with Mike Tyson. He knew this girl that Mike Tyson was with once, like he friends with her or whatever. Mm. And she was out somewhere with Mike, and she was like, "Oh, hey, I know him, Godfrey." And Godfrey was like, "I don't know him." Huh? Oh, hey, I don't know what she thought. I don't know what she thought. I don't know her. I don't know her. Mike Tyson goes somewhere, goes to the bathroom or whatever. He's like, "Fuck, fuck, that's Mike fucking Tyson. Would you shut the fuck up that I know you? I don't know you.
Big facts.
I'm just meeting you right now.
I'm not playing with Mike.
I don't even know your name.
Would you? I mean, would you play with Mike?
Hell no.
I'm just saying, like, even his podcast. You saw what he did with Lil Bootsy. That shit was uncomfortable as fuck. Lil Bootsy is a gangster rapper. At the end of the day, he's come off numerous times on that tough guy shit.
Well,
until he was in the room with Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
because it was like, because Mike was talking to him. I don't understand why you say all this stuff about Dwayne Wade's. I think it was Dwayne Wade. I'm pretty sure it was the fucking topic. I'm almost positive. And his kid and Bootsy had said some like real rough shit online about Wade in this situation. And Tyson didn't like that shit. And he just let him know about it in person. But he was looking at him. He was looking at him the whole time. He said, I ain't like the way you was, the way you said that. I feel like you should have been more respectful. It's a kid.
Yes, sir.
And he was looking at him. Bootsy was like,
yes, sir, Mr. Tyson, sir.
He said, no, seriously, I don't understand why you talking the way you looking at him.
I don't understand
and
either. I don't understand either, sir. Or, yes, sir, Mr. Tyson.
No,
sir.
the way he was looking at him, though, because normally Mike, when he's on his hotboxing shit, he normally, shouts to hotboxing, by the way, that shit's dope. But he's sitting there smoking. Him and that other big-ass white boy who's a fucking murderer, too. He's a fucking killer MMA guy or something. He got the scariest. I would never go on that podcast. Joe Button and them were terrified when they were in there.
There was a picture.
Terrifying.
Have you seen the picture of Mike sitting on the floor? It was a photo shoot, sitting on the floor, and he's got got his hands around his knees, and he's just like sitting on the floor.
I don't like it.
There's some publicity photo of him doing that. Grown ass man Mike Tyson, apparently at 16 years old. Somebody was like, "This is Mike Tyson at 16."
It's like The Rock. The Rock at 16. Some people just too big. Like, it just don't come near me.
Hold on, but there's a difference between big. I've been around big motherfuckers. I know, like, big motherfuckers, muscular motherfuckers that don't necessarily scare you.
LeBron,
right? That don't necessarily have that
LeBron was a big
intimidation
16-year-old, but he wasn't intimidating. He was just huge.
Right, but there's something that goes into knowing the history of a person, and also just there's a certain vibe that
knowing the history too of a person.
Yeah, there's some kind of vibe that people give off. Like I've been in a room with gangsters. I've been in a room with killers. I've been in a room with these
at your apartment one time.
And some people.
He said, "That's my cousin." That's your cousin.
And some people. That was
almost a year ago.
Yeah, shit, yeah.
You picked up a new.
Hey, run me down to go get some baby formula from this dude I'm gonna have this funny little handshake with off in the dark corner somewhere real quick.
Brent is hilarious, man. He always in some bullshit. I swear.
That's one of the things. That's one of the things that in 5 years I'm gonna think back. Oh yeah, that did happen to me. That's one of those things that.
That's right. I almost did get.
I feel like memories calcify, and they don't seem like they're really. They don't seem like they're really.
Why you gotta say calcify?
That's the first one of the podcast. That's the first.
Okay.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
I feel like some stuff happens and you're like, that doesn't feel like it really happened to me, but then it's like, oh shit, that happened to me. Like it almost feels like a TV show memory.
Me and my cousin got chased. We was 12. We was playing tag at some shit outside in the cul-de-sac of Virginia Beach. It's safe. This is a safe place. We weren't in the hood no more. We were good. White people and stuff.
Yeah.
Running around. Car comes up. The fuck? They was like, oh shit, it's kids. Pull off. They thought we was somebody that stole something from them or something. They was waiting on some bruh.
Nah, that sounds like that was maybe some gang initiation shit or something.
Nah. They didn't know we was children. Like, they was really looking for that person. Whoever they thought we was about to get fucked up because of that guy.
Like
that was real.
Somebody looking for my bike on Christmas Day.
They meant that shit because they pulled up. Me and my cousin was like, oh shit. Because we was like 12 and 13 respectively, I think. Or maybe 11 and 12. I don't know. It was right in their age range. But we was like, oh. And they was like, oh, the kids, pull off. We was like, first time I ever had a gun pulled on me. I was like, holy shit. I told you a nigga tried to abduct me in the hood when I was a kid on my bike and shit. He was like, you want some candy? I was like, I just learned that lesson that day at school. They said they don't accept candy from strangers. Yeah. And I was like, no. And he was like, oh, come here. We got something for you, buddy. And I was like, got off my bike, turned that bitch around, start pedaling because I had like the little fucking wheels on and shit. I was
training wheels still?
Yeah, literally. I'm like that small. Like, I don't know why the fuck my mom had me outside because she was mad protective. But Not that day, for whatever reason. The day that I was going to get stolen was the day she wasn't paying attention.
Wow.
But I remember being like, I literally learned it that day because I remember thinking to myself, this motherfucker tried to steal me. And I went inside, I said, hey, Mom, some guy just offered me candy in a car. He wanted me to get in. And then you can hear him peeling off. Same noise that car had that day. I was just like, they ran outside. They was like, what the hell? I think they called the cops and shit, but it was crazy. Like,
wow.
They tried to steal me.
Wow.
I would have never been a good rapper.
Wow. He's right here, by the way, if you want to come back and get it.
Yeah, come see Trey Park now.
He's right.
Come visit Dad by Daddy now, my nigga. Come see me.
Let's do this. So, there's something I wanted to do. Because as...
Corvette. Hopped out the motherfucking jet in the jet.
Because as we're...
TikToks. I like this.
As we're filming this, Valentine's Day is on its way.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Is this for the love of Trey? I'm ready.
Valentine's Day is on its way.
What's up? You got a date?
And so I decided, I had mine already, but I decided that we are going to take our love language test. We're going to find out what Trey's love language is.
Okay, fair enough. I know what my love language is, by the way.
You know what your love language is?
I never took the test, but I know what it is.
Let's
see if I get it right.
Accurate. Yeah, see if it's accurate.
Did you already do yours?
No, I haven't already done mine.
Okay, who?
But I'm pretty sure I know what mine is too.
Something's happening. Oh my god, something's happening. Okay, I fixed it.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I know what mine is too. But we're gonna go.
Who's going first?
You might as well.
All right, fine.
Let's get started.
Let's do this. I'm ready.
5 love languages.
I'm a male.
Gender, male or female?
I'm a male. Okay. I identify as male.
Age?
I am 25 to 34.
25
See, you're in
to
a
34.
You're in a different bracket. Do you
Select
see
your country, United States.
How you know where I'm from?
I'm right here with you. Have you read the 5 love language single edition?
No, I have not.
Okay. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love sends me a loving note, text, email for no special reason, or I hug someone I love.
Probably the first one. I like the random message they were thinking of me.
All right.
Appreciate that.
It's more meaningful to me when I can spend alone time with someone I love, just us, or someone I love does something practical to help me out.
First one. I like alone time.
It's more meaningful to me when someone I love gives me a little gift as a token of our love, of concern for each other. I get to spend uninterrupted leisure time with those I love.
I like uninterrupted leisure time.
Uninterrupted leisure time. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love does something unexpected for me to help me with a project. I can share an innocent touch with someone I love.
Why aren't you splitting these up? You got to keep saying this. Or. You keep forgetting to say ors.
Or.
It sounds like one sentence. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Or I can share an innocent touch with someone I love.
There you go. I think the first one, because I think it means more. I think it's like, yeah, I like the concept of them doing that out of the goodness of their heart with my project. It's like, damn, you didn't have to do that. That means more to me than just touching someone I love.
All right. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love puts their arm around me in public, or someone I love surprises me with a gift.
Probably more meaningful is the surprising with the gift thing, because the arm in public I expect. I feel like that's just supposed to be a part of a relationship with someone I love.
So you're more appreciative of a dick in a box. All right.
Right. Exactly.
It's more meaningful to me when I'm around someone I love, even if we're not really doing anything, or I can be comfortable holding hands, high-fiving, or putting my arm around someone I love.
It's kind of the same concept as the last one for me. It kind of goes to the left because the right one, I just feel like it's supposed to be a thing. Like, I'm always comfortable
hang around somebody?
Yeah, I feel like that's just supposed to be a thing. I high-fived you since you've been in here.
Okay. And you hate me.
I do, right.
It's more meaningful to me when I receive a gift from someone I love, or I hear from someone I love that they love me.
That's interesting. I think it depends on time of that statement. You know what I mean? Because when you hear it the first time, it's like, oh, shit. And that first stretch of time, it's like, oh,
like
shit.
Like after sex, it's like, oh, shit.
No, but if you've been talking to somebody for 20 years, and then you getting off the phone, they like, love you, and you love you too. And it's like, bye. That's how you say bye. That doesn't mean anything to me. I'd probably still go with that one, though. Probably the right. I'll go with the right.
This one?
Yeah, probably still the right.
I think you're just trying not to come off as a complete gold digger.
No, I know. That's what was happening, but it's not because of that, though. I just, honestly.
Give me money. It's more meaningful to me when
I do like that song.
I sit close to someone I love, or I am complimented by someone I love for no apparent reason. And yes, I said that weirdly because I read it a certain way and then fixed it in my head.
That one's interesting. I don't know. I feel kind of in the middle for this one. I would say probably just sitting close to someone.
Sitting close to someone?
Yeah. Probably because I haven't been in a relationship in a while. That means more. I get complimented all the time randomly. People think I'm beautiful.
It's more meaningful to me when...
I heard good morning beautiful this morning.
I get the chance to... Yeah, you never replied back to me. I get the chance to just hang out with someone I love, or I unexpectedly get small gifts from someone I love.
Hang out with someone.
Hang out? Mm-hmm. Because you usually supply the small gift.
Right.
I hear it's more meaningful to me when I hear someone I love tell me I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Proud of you.
Or someone I love helps me with a task.
Definitely the first one.
I'm proud of you.
Proud of you. Hey, I'm proud of you. Proud of you. Why they like smacking each other too? Hey, I'm proud of you. Proud of you. Not Miss Psych, man. I wish that shit was on every day.
I've been going back and watching on Prime recently.
Brent. I have a birthday gift for you. It's random. And your birthday already passed a while ago, but I meant to give it to you then. I forgot. But it's actually like not a gift tangibly. It's something I have to log you into.
Sweet.
But it's HBO Max.
Oh, sweet.
Because they have Batman Beyond up there. The whole series.
Yes.
They have all of it. We talked about that.
That will be what I watch.
I know it will. And then there's a million other things. I'm going to make you an account.
That will be what I watch.
I'm going to make you an account, and I'm going to give you the login, and that's going to be yours for like a couple months until you piss me off. Then I'm going to change the password.
Fucking Wilfredell. Fucking Wilfredell.
When you change your password, you'll know that you pissed me off one day.
Okay. Great. Fantastic.
All right, let's continue this love thing.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Thanks. A month later.
Like a month later.
It's more meaningful to me when I get to do things with someone I love, or I hear supportive words from someone I love.
I think get to do things with them.
Okay.
I think that's fun. Between the two of those ones.
It's more meaningful to me when someone I love does things for me instead of just talking about doing nice things, or I feel connected to someone I love through a hug.
I think if you take the through a hug part off, it would have been the right one. Because I think just feeling connected to someone you love is like in itself a special thing. Mm-hmm. But not necessarily just through a hug. Like I get that. It can be special, but it doesn't beat the other one with that added in, I feel like.
Okay. It's more meaningful to me when I hear praise from someone I love, or someone I love gives me something that shows they were really thinking about me.
I like the praise. I do.
All right.
Special gift is nice too, but I don't know.
It's more meaningful to me when I am able to just be around someone I love, or I get a back rub from someone I love. I feel like some of these are repeating themselves.
They're doing a lot of this on purpose. It's like those job interviews.
Yeah, they're trying to weed.
Yeah, and actually I'm going back and forth with them, which is what's funny. I'm watching myself do it, and I'm like, whatever. I'm just going to answer the way I feel. Let's see what happens at the end. This is how you get truthful responses on these kinds of things.
Yeah. Though I always fucking hated those stupid...
I was good at jobs because I just focus and do the exact same thing everywhere. I swear I was so good at it.
Yeah. I picked up the pattern, and I was like, oh, they're looking
so
for...
good at it, bro. But like this, I'm actually just going... These two are the only things on the screen. Mm-hmm. They're worded differently, but if it makes me feel different, I'm going with the other option.
Okay.
So that's what I'm doing right now. Just so everybody knows I'm not fucking crazy, because I know it kind of sounds like it, because some of these have been, I actually like the gift. No, I actually like the attention. No, I actually like the attention. No, I actually like the gift. I understand what they're doing, but I'm just letting you know. No, I'm not. I'm fucking Cancer Leo.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm right on the line.
Okay.
So fuck you, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah. I love you, Brent. Fuck you. See what I'm saying? Anyway.
I've dated that girl.
All right, what was the question?
Is more meaningful when you're around someone you love, or you get a back rub from someone you love?
So, as somebody who has not gotten many back rubs in my day, I think I now have a total of about 2 in my entire life.
No one, when they were back there, they ever just reached down and just massaged you while they were... No.
I don't know why that didn't register at first. Did you see it hit my face? Like, oh wait, I get it. I get what he's doing. I don't like it.
No, never.
Nah, probably the back rub. I think that's
That's a key component when I'm hitting it from the back. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love reacts positively to something I've accomplished, or someone I love does something for me that I know they don't particularly enjoy.
Nah, definitely the other one. The first one, for sure. I don't want them doing anything they don't enjoy. That leads to resentment, Brent.
It does.
And I don't like
it
that.
Can.
No,
it
no,
can.
it does.
It absolutely can.
Not can. It does. Give it time.
It's more meaningful to me when I'm able to be in close physical proximity to someone I love, or I sense someone I love showing interest in the things I care about.
That's an interesting way to put those two, because that's the same question but broken up differently again. Slight variations. I love being in close proximity, but I think them showing interest in something I care about does pad the ego more. And for me, that's important sometimes. So I would go with the right one.
Okay.
Because just being in close proximity don't mean shit. You could be in close proximity and they're like, fuck you.
Right.
They could be yelling at you the whole time.
Again, close proximity to each other, we absolutely hate each other.
Right. That's what I'm saying. He's right next to me. He's in my home.
Can't stand the side of you.
He loves it. Trey Parkin, this motherfucker. Brent.
It's more meaningful to me when someone I love works on special projects with me that I have to complete, or someone I love gives me an exciting gift.
Is this me at 7 or now?
Now.
Special gifts. I'll take that one. Or exciting gifts, I should say.
It's more meaningful to me when I'm complimented by someone I love on my appearance, or someone I love takes the time to listen to me and really understand my feelings.
I hate that this is the one I'm choosing, but the one on the right. My feelings are more important.
Good. Because if you wait for a compliment, you're gonna be waiting for a long
I get compliments. I told you that guy called Linda earlier.
It's more meaningful.
Beautiful.
No, they just thought you
That's
were.
Portuguese
Linda.
for beautiful.
No, they just thought you were Linda.
They could have called me handsome.
That ancient mime.
They could have called me handsome. They said beautiful.
They just thought, hey, Linda.
That's my mom's name too.
That's
what's weird.
It's more meaningful to me when I can share a meaningful touch in public with someone I love, or someone I love offers to run errands for me.
Meaningful touch for sure. I don't need you to do anything for me. Chill.
It's more meaningful to me when someone I love does something special for me to help me out, or I get a gift that someone I love put thought into choosing.
Those are pretty close. Someone I love does something special for me to help me out. I get a gift from someone I love to put this I do like thoughtful gifts. I think I'll go that route. I mean, I like the help me out thing, but I help myself a lot.
All right.
I don't really ask for a lot of help.
It's more meaningful to me when someone I love doesn't check their phone while we're talking with each other, or someone I love goes out of their way to do something that relieves pressure on me.
Ooh, now we're getting deep. We're 67% deep. These are real questions now. Shit. I like both of those. I don't fucking know.
And I don't think blue balls count as relieving pressure.
Definitely doesn't count. No.
I mean, it could.
If they jerk it, then it counts.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know. That's the first one. Is really like that's right down the middle for me. Honestly, either one is correct to me. I would do that racist eeny meeny miny mo song, but now I know that they were trying to catch a nigger, not a tiger, and I don't like that shit.
You asked me why. You early on in our podcast adventure, you asked me why I had the phone face down. That's why.
Because you didn't want to be looking like you. I do it all the time. I try
know
not
you
to do
do.
it. I try not to do it.
You take calls all the time. You doing it right now.
Well, that's because you made me think about it.
You're doing it right now. This motherfucker's hatching Pokemon over there.
I'm not. Okay, so let's see. Someone I love does not check their phone while we're talking with each other, or someone I love goes out of their way to do something that relieves pressure on me. I guess I'll just go with my current brain and not like my history, because pressure probably will win this normally. But recently, it's more about, I guess, paying attention when you're in the room. So I'll go with the left one.
All right.
Because we'll go with current day Trey when it's that tight.
It's more meaningful to me when I can look forward to a holiday, because I'll probably get a gift from someone I love.
Definitely not that
Or
one.
I hear the words, I appreciate you from someone I love.
Yeah, definitely one on the right. I don't give a fuck about a holiday.
All right. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love and haven't seen in a while thinks enough of me to give me a little gift, or someone I love takes care of something I'm responsible to do, but I feel too stressed to do at the time.
I don't really get that, but I think that shit would mean more to me out of the two of them. So the one on the right.
All right. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love doesn't interrupt me while I'm talking.
I don't like a woman to talk too much.
Well, yeah.
Denzel Washington voice from Malcolm X. Yeah, tell her I don't like a woman to talk too much. Hey. Yo, I've been saying that shit for weeks. That movie fucked me up. Hey, I don't like a woman to talk too much. He looked her dead in the eye. She was like, oh, we don't have to talk. He said, hey. I said, God, what the fuck? Oh, shit.
You gotta remember, that was Denzel in the 90s,
brother.
though.
Yeah, that was Malcolm. It wasn't even him.
That was a special. That was a special power.
Bro,
that was a special. Because that chick wasn't acting. That was a special power. She wasn't acting.
That shit fucked me up. Brent, he looked her in the eyes when he said it. Then he told her to kiss his foot, I think. That might have been another scene, but that nigga said...
Oh, that was the white woman.
That was the white woman. He said, I don't like a woman to talk too much. She said, we don't have to talk. He said, all right. I think that was in the back of the car, and then because my foot was in the house later. But anyway, that shit fucked me up, bro.
That first part of Malcolm definitely...
that shit was crazy.
Probably it probably
based on Denzel's life?
registered some different feelings in certain people's kink life now.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm sure you could draw a line from that, at least first half of that movie, to some people's search histories. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love, so which is it? Doesn't interrupt me while I'm talking, or gift giving is an important part of the relationship with someone I love.
Oh, definitely don't interrupt me when I'm talking in comparison to the two. Yeah. I don't like women to talk too much, Brent. I don't know how many times I got to say this shit.
It's more meaningful to me when someone I love, that explains a lot. If someone I love helps me out when they know, that explains a lot about you, and that explains a lot about someone else I know that's in your life. It's more meaningful to me when who I won't even give their nickname to.
Nobody's in my life. I won't even give
their nickname to.
I'm out here
it's
just
more
living.
meaningful to me when
do what I want.
Someone I love helps me out when they know I'm already tired, or I get to go somewhere while spending time with someone I love.
I don't know. Fucking, they keep asking this question. I feel like I've answered it the other way multiple times. I'm gonna continue to. I'm gonna go with the right side again.
All right.
Spending time, people.
It's more meaningful to me when someone I love touches my arm or shoulder to show they care or concern.
That's nice.
Their care or
That's
concern.
real nice. He got hands soft like a woman.
I do actually. I use body oil when I got
me
in the
to
shower today.
My cousin told me, feel like I ain't never worked a day in my life.
It's more meaningful.
It's fucking rude.
Hey, listen. If you got a woman coming over, that's
I know. Look, my fucking hands soft as a motherfucker, man.
That's one of the first. Look.
Bro, you got to keep the nails clean. You got to keep
nails
them short.
clean and short.
No, trust me, I know.
Buffed.
Oh,
filed.
Listen.
You got listen.
Man,
That's
I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas say because they like it.
Appreciate.
They love that shit.
You know, that was one of the first dating rules my teenage cousins taught me. My older cousins taught me when I was a teenager. It was like always have always have a nail. See, I looked because I'm a little concerned. That's always make sure you have your shit.
Nice you got to. I mean,
buffed and all that.
That's the first
shit.
time I've ever done that. I just did the I've never done that
with the headscarf. I think it's the headscarf. You turn it from Trey Pac into Trey Jemima.
No, I was about to say Homeboy from Life. He did episode like this with the girls until he ran for the gun line. Don't run, don't do it. He said,
"How am I supposed to go back to my mama like this?"
That shit right. It went through my ear so hard. Oh, you hit the mic perfect. This, look at that. Look at this. Oh my god, that shit went through perfect.
And he later went on to become Juwanna Man.
He sure did.
It's more meaningful to me, Miguel A. Nunez. Shout out to Miguel A. Nunez. That motherfucker was a hard worker in Black Hollywood back in the day.
He did. He killed it in.
He was in a whole lot of shit.
He's got like the leading scorer record in the WNBA. I'm pretty sure.
I believe it. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love.
That was the first movie that I ever heard women talk about. Is it about the motion in the ocean or the size of the boat or some shit? They was talking about the Titanic. That scene in the hotel, and he was in the room like. And I was like, I was a kid. I didn't really know what the fuck they were talking about, but I kind of had an idea. And I was like.
Now, did you believe Vivica A. Fox as a basketball player in the WNBA at the time?
I believed anything she did or said at that time. I didn't care. She was fine. I was like, I'm happy she's here. Mm-hmm.
Understood.
Yep.
Okay. Someone touches your arm, or someone I love gives me a little gift that they picked up in the course of their normal day.
This whole gift shit is new to me. People buying me stuff ever. It always feels weird to me because I've never been that guy. So I think for me, naturally, I think just the random, like, I'm coming up and touching you shit is like, oh, what's up, baby? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's more my natural bag. So I would say that's more meaningful to me.
All right.
Though I like the other one. I will say I like it. I'm becoming, like, it's growing on me. You know what I mean? But I just haven't had much experience with it.
It's more meaningful to me when someone I love says something encouraging to me, or I get to spend time in a shared activity or hobby with someone I love.
I think this is another one of those I have to go based off of who I am in the moment. So it'll be getting to spend time with someone.
It's more meaningful to me when someone I love surprises me with a small token of their appreciation, or I'm touching someone I love frequently to express our friendship.
Definitely the right side again.
All right. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love helps me out, especially if I know they're already busy, or I hear someone. That's an interview question.
Right.
That's
that literally is.
That is an interview question.
I've seen that a bunch of times.
Or I hear someone I love tell me they appreciate me.
Helping somebody out when you're busy is like, especially when there's something going on. Like if you really have to get something done and they really got shit to do, but they still take time to do it. I think that's pretty fucking meaningful.
All right.
I do like being told I'm appreciated, but not between the two. I'll take the other.
It's more meaningful to me when I get a hug from someone whom I haven't seen in a while, or I hear someone I love tell me how much I mean to him/her.
I would go with the right side.
All right. Now, what's your love language? What did you say your love language is?
So there's multiple love languages, right? You get a top one and then you get other ones.
Apparently, there's 5.
Yeah, but you get you have your what my top one is. What I would think. Mm-hmm. I think I've always said it was. Now all of a sudden I can't remember.
So there's touch, quality time, words of affirmation, gifts, either giving or receiving, acts of service. I think that's right.
I think touch I've always felt like was really, really high on mine. And I don't know. I feel like there was something else there, but I can't really remember. Let's see what it is.
Nope, or your love language is quality time.
Oh, did you say quality time?
Your primary language is quality time.
No, that makes sense.
So receiving gifts is 10%, apparently. Acts of service is 13%. Physical touch apparently is only 17%. Words of affirmation for you are 23%. And 37% is quality time. And quality time, nothing says I love you like full undivided attention. Being there for this type of person is critical, but really being there with the TV off, fork and knife down, and all the chores and tasks on standby makes you feel truly special and loved. Distractions, postponed activities, or the failure to listen can be especially hurtful. Whether it's spending uninterrupted time talking with someone else or doing activities together, you deepen your connection with others through shared time.
That's fair.
So he's deepening his connection with you, dear listeners/viewers, right now with your shared time together.
You feel that? You guys feel it? Because I felt it. I felt something different there. I feel like that's pretty balanced, though. Honestly, those are not too far off. Like, there's not one section that's just like
what you said. What was your? You said physical touch is the one that you thought.
I would have thought physical touch was pretty high on that one, but based off how I answered those, I could see it. I actually thought the gift thing was going to be pretty high because I felt like I was answering a lot of those. Like, yeah, I love gifts. Yeah, I love gifts. So it's funny that came out to be the bottom because I was like, I really don't. So that makes sense actually. That one feels right. Quality time feels right because I prefer like, you know. If you're going to be around me, don't waste my time. I hate having my time wasted is my real thing. Like, if you're around me, be around me. You know what I'm saying? My mom told me that a long time ago. Like, it feels like we're in the room. It was when I had a cell phone. I think she didn't or other people didn't yet. And it was like, I'm just sitting there like, she's like, you don't live here anymore and you're just here, but you're not talking. Like, what's up? And I was like, you're right. I put my phone down. We started talking. I was like, damn, I missed this. This is great. It's great to catch up, Mom. So, I get it. And what was my second one? Words of affirmation?
Words of affirmation.
I mean, it's funny. I don't really feel like that one actually. I don't know if that one actually fits right because I really don't care.
So you like getting a hell yeah from Trey looking boy?
that's a hard line. Yeah, I thought that was hard. Yeah, so maybe I do. Maybe I do. That shit was hard to me. But I mean, I guess because if I've done something dope, like I guess as an artist that makes sense because when I put out work, I guess from that perspective that would make sense because like. If I put out a project and I don't hear anything, then I'm pissed. I'm like, shit.
You do anything artistic, you're whether.
But I think that ties into quality
look for
time.
Something.
Yeah, but I think that ties into quality time too. I think that goes together there because I think those two connect like that because that makes up what 60%. Yeah, 60% together. So that makes sense to me because of the artist side of me. Like, yeah, if I do something, I do want to hear it. If I get you a gift, I want to see you like enjoy it. If I get you something and you're like, oh, that's really nice. You put it away. I'm like, never again. I'll never buy you another motherfucking thing in my life. Or if I do something for you and then a year later you feel like you want something dope, looking at the wrong one. King Petty over here. Because I'm going to look at you like, bitch, you can come back next year. We can try again.
Hey, listen, that's why for my birthday I started putting up ads of shit that I wanted. I started putting links of
it made me laugh. It made me laugh.
I got some of them too. I'm wearing them. I'm wearing some of them right now.
I bet you did. Because that's how you do it though. I heard a quote today and I thought about it. And mind you, I've heard it a million times. But it's just something that you need to repeat to yourself occasionally, which is every question you don't ask, the answer is no. And I was like,
you miss 100% of the shots that you don't make.
Exactly. And it's
Wayne
just a
Gretzky,
variation. All the
Michael
variation.
Scott.
It's the same exact type of concept. It's like, yeah, sometimes you just got to say stuff. You know, like for me, I've been in relationships where you had to start telling people what you've done. You understand what I'm saying? Because like you do stuff and they get comfortable with it.
It's too comfortable. And yeah.
It's like, Oh no! See, I put that pillow behind you because I want you to be comfortable when you sit on the couch. I knew you sit there, so I put it there for you.
Do you like the blanket? You like the like the setup? You
so
like
that was right there. Yeah. Now remember when you got in the bed and there was a tray table.
I feel like
we've
talked about this a little bit when we were talking about how we were getting our house together for women. It's like,
and because it becomes a point where they're just like, oh, this is normal. No, it's not. No, it's not normal.
No.
And I didn't realize that. Like when I was in my 20s, I used to just do shit. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't say nothing. I let them just say, oh my god, that's so nice. And they go right back to whatever they're doing. I'm like, so now I'd be like, yo, you like that? Hey, yo, you like that? That work for you? Hey, you seen that? Oh, that was so sweet. Like, yeah, I need to hear that. Because I ain't going to keep doing it if you don't do that. I promise you it's going to stop. And it's going to stop quickly. And you're going to be like, why are you acting funny? I'm not acting funny. I'm acting normal now.
Fucking, I like, and they don't understand that. Like, I had this girl come over the other day, and
you had a girl come over there?
She showed up like a half hour, yeah. What? And she showed up a half hour early, which I was like, that's
impressive.
I was like, we agreed at 10
p.m.
a.m.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, bro, what kind of shit you in?
It was a brunch thing, but it worked out.
It starts.
But I was like, I would have been ready for you at 10. I'm not completely ready for you just yet.
9:30.
Right. Like I'm like, listen, like I ain't entirely ready for this shit just yet.
Right. Give me some time. I'm still showering.
Like I still gotta take a shower. I gotta put the body oil on. Like listen. Like hold on, like the after shower oil on. Like I gotta get the shit ready.
I gotta open my blinds, make eye contact with my neighbor.
I gotta put whatever's supposed to be in the closet. I gotta make sure, you know what I mean.
Turn off the porn, the weird shit I was looking at.
Nah, like I gotta whatever couldn't fit, and whatever I was trying to clean that couldn't fit. Like
put the extra dick away.
Like you coming a little early right now. Like listen, I appreciate the gung ho-ness. But I slotted you in. There's a reason when I said 10 o'clock. I was like, okay, cool, 10.
I assume this is a female.
Yes.
You should just accept this and be happy.
I was.
She got there early.
We ended up spending the whole day together. But it was like
she got there early.
But that and you know what? I appreciate that.
You better take that shit in stride.
I 100% appreciate that. That she was like,
she probably don't like a man to talk too much. You better shut that shit up because she'll come 3 hours late next time, or have you show up somewhere and then not come.
What did Orianne tell me?
Right. Did you tell her? Did you tell her about the pizza and how she looked skinny? Right. Cone of silence out this motherfucker. That was a hilarious episode, by the way.
We got to get her on the show. We can talk about that off.
I'm terrified to have her on the show, by the way. But also,
fantastic.
God, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be so good.
Are we gonna do one for me? Because that took a while.
It did take a while, didn't it?
We don't necessarily have to do one for me.
We can. I mean, we've done really long episodes.
We have.
So I think we should. Why the fuck not?
Okay.
Let's just make this the episode.
All right.
My name's Trey, by the way. I finished that one. It's my love language, ladies, if you were wondering. Quality time.
I'll see my love. So
that makes sense to me too, though. We keep typing, get that ready because it's gonna take a while. But for me, quality time, that makes sense to me too because I'm always trying to kick it. Like I'm always down to kick it with my homies. Like in general, like females and shit. I'm like, yo, come through. You know what I'm saying? Like it pretty much all the time, no matter what my vibe is. I'm like, all right, yeah, come through. Because it's certain people I know will pick my mood up just from being around them. And then other people, it's like, nah, not right now. I don't have it in me. Because you're doing too much right now. Like it's just
I'm pretty sure I know what you said physical touch. I'm pretty sure I know what my love language is.
If I'd have known quality time was on that list, by the way, I would have by the way, me and you are in different age brackets.
We are in different age
25,
brackets.
34, 35, 44. I just want to point that out.
We are in different age brackets.
I always try to tell you how much space there is between us. And you never get it.
That's a fact. It's a couple year difference.
Jack.
No, I've not read. All right, here we go. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love sends
me a loving note, text, email for no special reason, or I hug someone I love.
I hug someone.
Okay. It's more meaningful to me when I can spend alone time with someone I love, just us, or someone I love does something practical to help me out.
This is fairly even because I feel like I'm always stressed out and not.
See, that's a headspace thing. Because last year, I feel like my answers would have been different.
But it's a lot of it is really just me procrastinating or not focusing on one thing that I could do myself. So I'm gonna go with spend alone time.
Okay. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love gives me a little gift as a token of our love, of concern for each other, or I get to spend uninterrupted leisure time with those I love.
Now, I'm same with you. I have different answers for this. Younger me, this is fucking the gifts. Give me all the gifts.
That's funny. I didn't care about that.
Younger, spoiled child
so
me,
now.
give
That's
me
funny.
all the presents.
I never had it.
Uninterrupted leisure time. That may have been more recent too with the pandemic too, because all we have is leisure time.
I love it.
You know,
That's always been me. That right there.
But I do. But here's the thing. But also, I have a different appreciation of tokens of appreciation and love because I know that I now know the connection between that thing and money and working and that thought process.
How much it went into it.
I was thinking of you, so I got this and that and the other.
But what about them not getting it? Because that happens a lot. They don't understand it. But what do you feel right now, Brent? Just go with what you feel today. That's what I had to come down to because I swear a lot of those was throwing my brain off. I'm like, I don't know.
I do love to get gifts. However, I feel like the time is where the stories come from.
Okay, poetic justice over here. I see you. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love does something unexpected for me to help with a project, or I can share an innocent touch with someone I love.
What?
It's more meaningful to me when someone I love does something unexpected for me to help me with a project, or I can share an innocent touch with someone I love.
My touches are never innocent. By the way, I was lost singing the poetic. Just by the way, do you like how it hit the notes? You like how I really.
It
hit
wasn't
the notes?
bad. It wasn't bad. Like they may pull us down for that.
I've sung that song far too many times that I cared. That was a dope ass little song though, and even at like 8 or 9 when that came out, I was like, damn, that shit feels.
I wasn't even born yet. It's more important to me when someone I love puts their arm around.
Hold on 1 second. I didn't plug that in.
Oh, it's gonna die.
Not die, but I want to make sure it doesn't.
I'm gonna keep reading the question. Here we go. It's more important. No, it's more meaningful to me when someone I love puts their arm around me in public, or someone I love surprises me with a gift. That was to you, Brent.
Surprises me with a gift. I like touch, but not
you don't
necessarily
like to touch that
arm
much.
around me in public.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like the little sneak touches. You know what I mean?
Like you don't like them having ownership over you.
Like if I'm with a girl, I like the little sneak smack on the ass.
Okay, I got
at
it.
the grocery aisle. You know what I'm saying? Like
I get what you're saying. Yeah, I mean that don't really do it for me. I don't really care. I'm weird like that though.
No, see, for me, it's more about like teasing her in public and like
No, see, I love to be the person to do that. Like that, I love.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
about. But
like
if you're talking them doing it to me in general, it's kind of like I don't know. I'm kind of like in between. Like because I've said it to some of my friends recently. Like just that overwhelming sense of someone wanting to touch you or rub you or do something nice. I never really had that. Like the women I've been with weren't really like that. I've had women that were overly Philly. I have not, but I've been around people that were overly like clingy. Clingy.
I have a broken futon to prove it.
Not sex wise.
Listen. I'm not saying I didn't enjoy the fact that she broke the futon and she had that hunger. She's hungry like the wolf. I'm not saying I didn't enjoy that shit. I'm just saying.
You a wolf.
I'm just saying. Yeah.
It's more meaningful to me when I'm around someone I love, even if we're not really doing anything, or I can be comfortable holding hands, high-fiving, or putting my arm around someone I love. I feel like I know your answer to this one. I'm going to see what you say, though.
I'm going to go with I can be comfortable holding hands, high-fiving, putting my arm around. Because,
you think a lot. And if they take away the thinking,
well, also
makes your life easier.
Like love languages aren't entirely just about romantic love. Like you know what I mean?
Not.
Like like fraternal love. Fucking early on, especially like when early on when I started in wrestling, all we ever did was hit each other like
with steel chairs.
With whatever, like if we were
like footballs,
like if me and another wrestler was out somewhere, like let's say we're at a store, fucking there's lost footage now because Toys R Us is closed, but there's so much lost footage of Kyle and I,
Jeffrey shut
of
that
me
shit down.
walking around an aisle and Kyle super kicking me out of nowhere, or me and one of the other boys, and like they come up behind me and club me from behind, like that type of fraternal shit.
I used to super kick my cousins and
all the time.
All the time. Okay. It's more important to me when I receive a gift from someone I love, or I hear from someone I love that they love me.
Right now,
yes,
it's receive a gift because I'm still working on believing people when they say positive things about
It's a deeper, darker link right there.
Yes.
You got some traumatic shit in your head.
I don't believe it. I typically, unless there's certain things in my life that I do. I believe compliments about my sex, about how good I am in bed, and I believe compliments about stuff like I've worked hard on. Like if I did a monologue, or if I really
Somebody's
worked
like,
hard
damn,
to
that's
learn.
really good.
Yeah, or back
Like
when
when
I
you did that
was doing
Stephen A.
poems.
shit. When you did that split screen Stephen A. shit, and I was like, damn, Brent.
Yeah. The stuff that I
much
know
as I
I
hate
put
that character.
effort in and shit like that.
Right. It's like I should be doing
Like
this.
I'm like, yeah, cool.
That makes sense.
Or
Yeah.
or this podcast. I believe compliments about this podcast.
They should, because I'm on it.
But I don't believe shit like, oh, you're cute. Like it's like
I believe that shit.
stop.
Every time I hear it,
I'm like,
I get it.
I'm like, people have told me that, and over the last
I tend to shrug it off.
People have told me that over the last couple of years, and I don't even think about my natural response.
like,
Oh,
nah.
you're drunk.
I've heard you do it. I've heard you do it.
drunk.
My natural reaction is like, I appreciate that, but stop it. I'm just trying to get like you, babe. Something. There's always some kind of like instant snapback. Because that's what I mean by words of affirmation. I don't think about them like that. That way it doesn't really resonate with me. That probably would have been my lowest thing because I ain't no fitness model. I ain't EB out this motherfucker. I'm not walking around every day at the gym. Oh, I'm killing it.
You ain't David Goggins?
Right.
You haven't got that book yet?
Right. No, I still haven't gotten it yet. I'm still reading Malcolm X. I bought all his shit. I'm tripping. I'm doing Black History here. David Goggins gonna be on it though. He's gonna be on my list. I don't know what month I'm gonna get to him, but I had to put Malcolm X down though because I was going through some real shit and that shit was too much. That combo was too much.
Oh, you were about.
I got all his speeches.
You were about to kill a white person.
Bro, listen, I got this motherfucker. All his speeches, they had all of them for like $5. I said, "The fuck?"
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen those. I've seen compilations of
them.
people's great speeches. I have his great speeches.
I bought
CD.
the whole audiobook, and then I bought his bibliography read by Lawrence Fishburne. I said, "You got to be fucking kidding me!" I got Morpheus reading me this shit. I said, "This nigga's about to unlock my mind, man."
Yeah, he really is.
Oh, this shit's crazy. Anyway,
He really is.
here we go. How do we even get here? I feel like that needs to be said. You know.
Yes, it does.
It's more meaningful to me when I sit close to someone I love or I am complimented by someone I love for no apparent reason.
Again, sit close to because I don't entirely believe the compliment.
It's more meaningful to me when I get a chance to just hang out with someone I love or I unexpectedly get small gifts from someone I love. They do a really good job in this quiz of taking A and B and then switching it to A and C, and then switching it to B and C, and then because it's the same questions.
At a certain point, the hangout, if with my relationships with people, friendship or romantic / sexual, at a certain point, the hangouts become routine.
That's fair,
Because if I like you, I'm gonna want to spend time with you.
right? So gifts mean more.
So at a certain point, a gift could mean more because, especially if it's a small gift, like unexpectedly, like not for my birthday or whatever.
That's really funny because I feel like the exact opposite for women that I'm around. I feel like they get to a point where they get so comfortable with me doing shit like that they just expect it, and that pisses me off. I don't like you expecting me to do anything. If it's not something I have to do, just because I'm doing it out of the kindness of my heart doesn't mean I have to do it. Thus, don't ever think I have to do it. Especially
Does that extend to dicking down? Like,
yeah. Don't expect me to just give you porn star dick every day. Sometimes I'm gonna give you a quickie. Don't be like, oh, well, you got to give me that crazy head game right now. No, I don't. I don't have to. You don't give me that crazy head game every time.
You have to do shit but stay black and die.
That's right. I don't have to do anything. It's like when people are, like, when you go to a job and a motherfucker's like, yeah, well, you have to do it. Bitch, no, I don't. I can quit. Like, don't ever get it twisted. I am my mom's child when it comes to this because I swear to God, I will leave.
So if there's anybody listening in their 20s, let me explain to you. Don't let this pandemic change anything about this situation. You don't have to stay at that job.
You ain't got to do shit.
Especially if you're single.
Yep.
And
no family
and no kids. Well, especially if you have no kids,
right.
You can quit if you're married too.
Stay there. Don't listen to what we're saying.
If you're married, you can quit because she can, or the other person can work, or you're two adults. But if you have to take care of kids,
just for the record,
weigh those options or whatever.
Hold on, Brent. Let me put a disclaimer out there. Just for the record, if you have a wife, you probably shouldn't just do that.
You probably
should
shouldn't
talk to her because Brent is gonna get your ass.
But
just know if you love her. If you love her, don't.
You
just
have
do
more leeway than you do if you have a baby at home.
You do. I'm just saying, just don't completely listen to what Brent's saying because.
But if it's just
get you fucked up. But go ahead.
You know how much time I wasted sitting in a fucking cubicle in my 20s?
Oh, me too. I worked at Geico. I told you that shit was horrible. I hated it. We do this one? No. Okay. Here we go. It's more meaningful to me when I hear someone I love tell me I'm proud of you, Oh, I'm proud of you. Yeah, that's right. I'm proud of you. My bad. Or someone I love helps me with the task.
I'm becoming more comfortable with stuff like I'm proud of you. So I'm going to say I'm proud of you over helps me with the task.
I definitely prefer that. I've always loved it. It just does something to me. It's like, yeah, I appreciate that. Especially when you love them. It's like, damn, for real? Mm-hmm. You like that? Damn, we right here. It's that vibe I was talking about.
See, those are the people I believe the least a lot of the times.
Really?
Because it's
people
like...
that love you? Or you feel like love you?
Because I feel like it's like, yeah, you got to tell me that.
Nah, I don't think so. I feel the exact opposite because I feel like those are the people, at least in my relationships, the way I live and how I am, you know how fucking blunt I am. Mm-hmm. With the people that tell me that shit, because I would tell them the truth. If I ain't love it, I'm not going to tell you I love it. I'm going to be like, that's not it. Like, I'll let you know. So I expect the same. And if you don't give me that, like, for instance, Erica and Faith, right? Love those two girls to death. When I had that fucked up hair going on, they would tell me how nice I looked all the time. And I told them, I don't think I do look nice right now, but they had me believing that shit. Then I cut this bitch off, and I got the beard, and I cut this off. They said, damn, you look so good. You look so fucking good. And I'm looking at their reactions. I'm like, you mean that shit? Mm-hmm. So then I look back at the other shit, and I'm like, what the fuck were y'all saying? They're like, well, it's you. I said, no, that's bullshit. I need you to tell me when I look like a hobo.
Yeah.
Tell me. Don't have me looking like no damn hobo. Matter of fact, my fuck you for the week goes to Erica and Faith for telling me. I'll get to it later. It's okay. Okay, so it's more meaningful to me when... I'm just kidding, y'all. We're joking. Anyway, I'm gonna give y'all that. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. It's more meaningful to me when I get to do things with someone I love or I hear supportive words from someone I love. Based off of the way you've answered this, I'm assuming you're going left side here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because where your head is.
Part of that also has to do with growing up as an only child, spending time with, getting the chance to spend time outside the house with, cousins or friends or whatever was more of a rarity.
Yeah.
And I was a homebody too. So I was a homebody. I was an only child. So being around other people was sort of an event.
It's so funny. I was around people all the time, but I was the only child till 11, and I was a homebody, but I would go outside all the time, like, because I love sports, so it was like, I have to be out there playing sports. Like, I'm we're wrestling, or we're playing basketball, we're playing football, baseball. I
wasn't like that.
Shit, I was all... When it came to sports, nigga, I was outside. As soon as I got too old, I stopped hanging out with people immediately. I mean, everybody.
I played football, but I didn't have any lifelong buddies from my Pee Wee Pop Warner team.
Bro, I never played on any team, but it was like whenever I would play sports, it was just like, yo, I'm at home. This is it for me. So I was outside. It's like, this is the greatest shit ever. I didn't even realize it was exercise at the time. That's why I was so small. I had no idea. I was just running around doing shit. Just like, this is great. Anyway, it's more meaningful to me when someone I love does things for me instead of just talking about doing nice things, or I feel connected to someone I love through a hug.
This is a close one.
See, because this is A and D now.
This is a close one.
You put A and D together. Finally.
Yeah, I do. This sounds good. Someone I love does things for me instead of just talking about doing things. Mm-hmm. That's great.
The way they worded it, just
fucking let's go.
So this is actions.
That's fantastic.
Right.
However, I feel connected to someone I love through a hug. Mm-hmm. That's good too.
Because you chose this one earlier. You chose the hug one earlier. So
really, the question here is: if we're talking about more fraternal, or if we're talking about romantic or sexual, then I'm over here on the right, connected with a hug. And we're talking about those, but also like fraternal, like my friends, like my broskies.
What if we were talking about what's meaningful to you?
They're both meaningful to me.
What's more meaningful? What if we were talking about that?
We're gonna keep this at a more romantic level, and I'm gonna go over here with the hug.
All right. It's more meaningful to me when I hear praise from someone I love, or someone I love gives me something that shows they were really thinking about me.
Give me the gift. Give me
Brent's all about the
gifts. Give me the loot.
I have a feeling yours is going to be very gift heavy. But that's how I felt when I was doing mine, and then it was 10%, which is shocking to me. It's more meaningful to me when I am able to just be around someone I love, or I get a back rub from someone I love.
Them back rubs are nice.
I never had them, man. I've had two, I think, my whole life.
Real nice.
Relax. Oh, which one? You chose the back rubs?
Yeah.
Okay. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love reacts positively to something I've accomplished, or someone I love does something for me that I know they don't particularly enjoy.
I don't like them doing something that they don't particularly enjoy.
I don't like the resentment thing.
Although I've done things I didn't particularly enjoy for other people.
I've done a ton of that shit.
But also,
I hated them for it, Brent. And they knew I hated it, and they continued to let me do it.
But also, as I grew up from being a cute little cheruby little kid,
don't say cheruby to me,
who couldn't do anything wrong and became an adult who went through periods of doing nothing right.
It's a cherubim.
The positive to something I've accomplished really means something to me in comparison.
A cherubim.
That's your new verse?
Did you click it? So you chose the one that wasn't forcing them to do shit against their will.
Yes.
Okay. It's more meaningful to me when I'm able to be in close physical proximity to someone I love, or I sense someone I love showing interest in things I care about.
I'm gonna go physical proximity because my emotional maturity still leaves people showing an interest in things I care about. It still confuses me.
You feel like it's manipulation?
I don't know what it is. That's the problem. The problem is I don't know what that is.
You're emotionally a 16-year-old.
My brain is like, are they just saying this to like
Get in your pants?
Yeah, are they just saying that? Listen, ladies, listen. I'm not just a piece of meat, but I mean, I am a piece of meat. I'm a great piece of meat.
He's a sensitive, kind, caring piece.
Shut
of
up!
meat,
Shut. No, I'm hardcore. I'm raw. Huh.
You gotta spit on him.
I'll spit on it.
Then he'll wipe it off and say, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean
I'm
it."
gonna go physical. Nah, you can keep it. You can keep that shit on there.
It was an accident. I'm sorry.
Physical close proximity.
All right. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love works on a special project with me that I have to complete, or someone I love gives me an exciting gift.
Someone I love working on a project with me might not know what they're doing. So
Right. That's the artist in me too.
Exciting gift.
I'm pretty sure I chose exciting gift there too, which is
They
weird.
they
'cause
might
I
not. The help might come from a good place.
I appreciate it, but get
But
the
it
fuck
may
away from
not
my
be
laptop.
what I actually
yeah,
need. Right.
don't touch my laptop.
Correct.
It's more meaningful to me when I'm complimented by someone I love on my appearance, or someone I love takes the time to listen to me and really understand my feelings.
Oh.
I feel like there's gonna be a separation between the two of us again.
Oh, that feelings one is a little too deep sometimes.
I figured.
I
figured you were gonna stay away from that.
Need to.
I had a feeling we were gonna go different there. I knew it.
Listen, I have a history of women knowing more about understanding my feelings and them disappearing shortly thereafter. So we're just gonna go with love my appearance.
See what y'all did to him? You see,
you
see what you motherfuckers.
I have a history of opening up and then opening up to someone who then is no longer there after I do that. So
you see what you A through Z chicks did to him?
So
since y'all don't have no real names and you just A and B and Mrs. C, you see what y'all did to Brent? He can't use your names. He can't be real to you motherfuckers. You see what he did?
I can be real to an extent. I'm learning. I'm figuring out the realness levels.
You know what? Unacceptable. At the people that did this to Brent. Anyway, it's more meaningful to me when I can share a meaningful touch in public with someone I love, or someone I love offers to run errands for me.
Again, I'll take the physical touch because I may ask you to run an errand and you get me the wrong brand beef stew.
Oh, you a micromanager.
You know what I'm saying?
You a micromanager.
Like, I'll eat it. You give me the wrong,
You a bad micromanager. I see what
you
you
are.
You
Like,
can never be my boss. I'd be pissed.
Like, I appreciate it, but,
I'd be so mad, nigga. Shut the fuck up and eat this shit. You know, eat this damn. It say beef stew on it, don't it? Don't it say stew beef? It say stew beef, don't it? The words is there.
Yeah, STU, nigga. I'm not eating a motherfucking name stew.
It say on the stew
tonight.
Don't it? It say on the stew with some beef. I had beef on the stew.
It's not even stew's beef.
I had beef on the stew. You know, sitting on the stew, motherfucker come up, yo, fuck you. I said, what?
No, beef on the stew. Beef That's not what I'm
stew.
fucking.
You said stew with the. All right. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love does something special for me to help me out.
Doritos instead of Doritos.
You seen they was promoting. You didn't watch the Super Bowl. They was promoting Doritos 3D like it was something new. What the fuck?
Yeah, I saw the fucking
97.
The McConaughey commercial. It popped up on YouTube somewhere, and I'm like, man, I've seen those.
You don't put these 1999 Doritos back, and they
25 fucking years ago.
They end up
those.
just tasting like Fritos. That's what they taste like because they so big and puffy.
Like no shit.
Right.
And I didn't particularly like them then.
I thought they was interesting because I was a baby.
They were whatever.
They was different.
They were like they tasted different.
It was like eating salty cereal.
Right. They tasted slightly. They didn't have the consistent
I don't like the fact that I'm that old. That shit is coming back.
Fuck out of here.
That made me feel old as fuck when I was watching.
Bring Ruby Red Squirt back in the can.
I remember in my day when we got 3D Doritos for the first time, and them motherfuckers were puffy.
Fuck. You want to bring something back? Bring back Squeeze-Its while you're bullshitting.
While y'all bullshitting?
While y'all bullshitting, bring back
Rice Krispie treats. Treat cereal because that's my shit, and I love it.
They got rid of that?
Yeah, they did multiple times. Then they brought it back and got rid of it again.
Oh, they're doing that McRib shit with
and they got rid of the raisin and spice fucking oatmeal. You can't even find that shit nowhere. That was my favorite one. That shit was delicious. Anyway, it's more meaningful to me when you bring back the shit I asked for instead of these stupid 3Ds.
Squeeze it.
Sick of it. Black.com, by the way. It's been a couple episodes. It's more meaningful to me when someone
Squeeze it
I
on
love.
Black.com.
That's what made me think of it. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love does something
By the
special
way,
for me.
speaking of Black.com, shout out to the chick who played Rachel on Boy Meets World, Maitland Ward.
Is she still doing it?
She's still doing porn. And it was her birthday this past week, so shout outs.
Happy birthday, Rachel.
Shout outs to you and your sexy ass.
I know another Rachel's birthday this week, ironically.
Yeah.
Isn't that ironic? Let me see. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love does something
She
special
speaks
for
to
me.
you about it or not?
Of course she did.
Of course, she shouldn't have.
Of course she did.
She shouldn't have.
She said it to me about 10,000 times this week.
You don't.
Hey,
Was she talking?
you know it's my birthday, right?
She was talking to me.
My birthday's coming up.
She
I'm
must
like a woman
not.
to talk too
She
much.
must not have got the memo.
Bro, you know I don't like a woman to talk too much.
She must not have got the memo.
That literally is like my favorite phrase
She
now.
must not
I'm not
have
gonna lie.
the memo.
Because you know what's funny though? It's funny, right? It makes me laugh. But also it's kind of true in a weird sense because it's like, not that I don't like a woman that talks too much. Because we can talk and it depends on what you're talking about.
Right.
Because if you're talking some real shit, I'm like, oh damn, I could do this all day. But when I be listening to some bullshit,
Yeah.
I'm like, especially now after hearing that shit, I just be looking at you. Hey, you know I don't like a woman to talk too much, right? And they look at you like, what? And you like, yeah. You just gotta look off. And then they look off because they don't know what to do after that. It's like, do I slap this nigga or what the fuck?
Tell her to go start a YouTube channel or some shit.
You better go do a makeup tutorial, motherfucker. The fuck you doing? Stop talking to me about shit. And you do one of those? You just look. You never make eye contact, right? That's what I did. I'm pretty sure I did that. Pretty sure I was like, shh, 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 shh. Yeah, they ain't like that. They ain't like that. I'm gonna get mad hate for this in the comments, by the way. It's Malcolm X.
It's switched over.
I know.
You taking the mantle off
I
of me.
did. It's Malcolm X. I'm kind of kidding. I can't say I'm completely kidding because that shit do be real. Sometimes.
Oh my brother, you're not completely kidding at all.
Sometimes you motherfuckers do be talking too much. Y'all gotta shut the fuck up sometimes. But so do we. I don't like a dude to talk too much either. That's why I don't like Brent. He talks all the fucking time. This motherfucker won't shut up. He's like, that's Brent. I could use that button just to talk for you. Whenever I'm like, so what do you think, Brent? Is it more meaningful for this or more meaningful for that? You'd be like, because that's you. That's what you do. I don't like a woman to talk too much. Even Brent. Anyway, it's more meaningful to me when someone I love does something special for me to help me out, or I get a gift that someone I love put thought into choosing.
Give me the gift.
I was gonna say you're all gift all the time.
Give me the loot.
I knew it was gone. It's more meaningful for me when someone I love doesn't check their phone while we're talking with each other. Oh, just a second. Or someone I love goes out of their way to do something.
Of that joke. And I feel like you've been waiting for that joke until we came back around.
I wasn't, but it came back. As soon as I read it, I said, "Oh yeah, it's time." Someone I love goes out of their way to do something that relieves pressure on me.
I'm gonna say relieves pressure on me
it.
because I can be on. If I'm comfortable enough with you, we can be on our phones and have a conversation at the same time.
What about first date?
No, not first date.
Second date? How many
Probably
dates?
not second.
How many dates do you need before you
After
can do
we fuck, probably.
You gotta fuck first?
Yes.
Jesus, ladies,
Yes.
pay attention. You A through Z chicks out there?
Yes.
Pay attention. Brent don't play before
We
that.
have to fuck first before you can be on your phone talking while I'm talking with you. Well, not have to, but it's a good because if we vibe enough for the chick to want to fuck me,
Mm-hmm.
then we probably already vibe enough so that we're comfortable in that situation where neither one of us is on our phone too much.
Yeah.
But also we can be on our phone and still have a conversation with another person, or maybe use that phone to bring up topics of conversation or whatever. It's not just buried in the phone the whole time.
You look like a Lakers fan on camera. Looks like you're wearing purple and gold.
Excuse me, Niner, Crimson, Niner. Not.
That's some kind of call.
Let's bring this all the way
Flash.
down. Let's do that purple shit.
It's more meaningful to me when...
Release pressure. Go ahead.
Okay, that was different. It's more meaningful to me when I can look forward to a holiday because I'll probably get a gift for someone I love. Mm-hmm. Or I hear the words, "I appreciate you," from someone I love. As a Lakers fan, which one do you choose?
You mean as a Niner fan? I'm gonna have to get more comfortable with the affirmations stuff, but this one is interesting because this past Christmas I played the role of Santa and I enjoyed doing that.
I love that.
I enjoyed the fact that I had gifts for people that I went around as I fucking had a Santa hat, had a Santa face mask.
Now when I saw you, you had a lost bike almost when I saw you.
Had the fucking red and green on. I put on my red shoes and all the other shit. And I liked doing that for other people.
That's how I feel when I give gifts. Like I prefer giving gifts personally, but typically it's for women all the time. That's like the difference with me because like my guys, like I've given gifts to my male friends occasionally, but it's really rare. It's like that shit rare. Like when you gave me something, I was like, this is awkward. I don't know what to do because I don't really.
Did you use it yet?
No, it's still on my counter. I'm pretty sure it's right over there because I feel awkward having it. It's like I don't know what to do with
Then get rid of it. Then
I know.
Fucking
Right?
go and spend the shit.
That's true. I should buy some.
Go and spend the shit.
Pretty sure I wore this on the pod before. I don't know about the Trey pot, but
go and spend the shit.
I probably should. So which one are you going with?
Because I'll probably get a gift from someone I love. I'm gonna say it's been so long since I've gotten a gift from someone I love. I'm gonna go with the I appreciate you. I'm gonna go with the appreciate you on this one.
Okay. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love and haven't seen in a while thinks enough of me to give me a little gift, or someone I love takes care of something I'm responsible to do, but I feel too stressed out to do at the time.
This is the work answer. That's the interview
Definitely
answer. I'm gonna go with thanks enough of me to give me a gift because it's like, oh shit, they thought about me.
I like it. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love doesn't interrupt me while I'm talking because I don't like a woman to talk too much. Or I'm just kidding, ladies. Or I meant that shit. Or gift giving is an important part of the relationship with someone I love.
I'm gonna go with gift giving because the kind of conversations I have, you can go ahead and interrupt me, and I can interrupt. You know what I mean? Like if we're engaging in a robust conversation, I don't care when we're
robust is like big titties, right? That's what they say. They say robust.
Yeah, if they're good,
robust boobs.
Yeah,
boobage.
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah, I was making sure. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love helps me out when they know I'm already tired, or I get to go somewhere while spending time with someone I love.
I get to go somewhere.
I kind of thought you were going to go tired on that one for some reason. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love touches my arm or shoulder to show their care or concern, or someone I love gives me a little gift that they picked up in the course of their normal day.
I do like both, but if we're talking about, I don't know. Let's see. Someone I love gives me a little gift they picked up in the course of their normal day, or someone I love touches my arm or shoulder to show their care or concern. Show me you care. Rub my arm.
All right. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love says something encouraging to me, or I get to spend time in a shared activity or hobby with someone I love. Deep thought from Brent.
I don't know. Let's see. Someone I love. It's nice to hear something encouraging is different from like
motivating.
Yeah, encouraging is more motivating than just you look nice today. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah, it's upbuilding.
Yeah, like they see what I'm doing and they're you're
doing a good job. You keep
good.
That up,
yeah,
man.
Yeah.
You're on your way.
I get to spend time with someone I love, shared hobby. I'm gonna maybe it's because I could actually use that right now. Mm-hmm. Although really what I could use is some likes and some shares and some smash that like button. I don't know. Spend time in a shared activity or hobby with someone I love.
I'm pretty sure this is around the time I said
I
was split in between. I'm pretty sure this is the exact one that I had a real conniption on. I
like them both.
And I had to go based off of how I felt today. I'm pretty sure that's how I ended up solving this.
How I feel today with a romantic partner, I would rather maybe spend time.
He chose the right side, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love surprises me. Huh? Oh, yeah, that's right. So it's more meaningful to me when someone I love surprises me with a small token of their appreciation, or I'm touching someone I love frequently to express our friendship.
Well, if we're friendship,
That's right. They said friendship.
Just friendship?
They said touching for friendship.
If it's just friendship.
For friendship.
If we're just friendship, then then give me the loot. Give me the loot.
Okay. All right. It's more meaningful to me
if it's more than friendship, then
you choose another one. Okay, got it. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love helps me out, especially if I know
I don't even
they're
want this
already
job that
busy.
bad. I don't know why I'm taking this fucking 100 interview question shit.
Or I hear someone I love tell me that they appreciate me.
Tell me you like me.
That's nice.
Tell me I'm pretty.
And one last question, Brent.
And ask me if I want pizza.
That's right. Hey, that's how you do it. And then be quiet, right? They don't like a man to talk too much. Just like we don't like a woman to talk too much, Brent. It's more meaningful to me when I get to hug someone whom I haven't seen in a while, or someone I love tells me how much I mean to them. That's nice how I switched up.
Romantically?
Why you keep going romantically?
Because it's a love language,
you
right?
You can love language anybody.
I've answered most of these in a romantic type
Okay, fine.
setting.
Just stick with that then.
So I'm going to go with I get a hug.
Okay. Click that button. Smash that like button. Oh, wait, there was one more? Shit. Damn it. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love gives a gift as a token of our love or concern for each other, or I can share an innocent touch with someone I love.
My touches ain't innocent. If it's somebody I love. I'm going to tell you right now, my touches are not innocent.
It's got a soft, innocent touch.
They are not innocent.
It's all innocent.
They're not innocent, but I'm gonna go with that one. So I believe my primary love language is touch.
I believe it's gifts.
Physical touch.
What? The gifts got to be low. Where they at? Receiving
29%. Next in line.
Yeah, it was right there.
So physical touch is 32. Yeah.
All right, so it says with physical touch, it says your primary love language is physical touch. A person whose primary love language is physical touch is not surprisingly very touchy. Hugs, he always doing this on the podcast. See, I can't even read because he want to touch me all the time. But that's not my love language. He forcing it on me. God damn. Hugs, pats on the back, and thoughtful touches on the arm, they can all be ways to show excitement, concern, care, and love. Physical presence and accessibility are crucial, while neglect or abuse can be unforgivable and destructive. You hear that, ladies? Unforgivable and destructive.
That's not untrue.
Appropriate and timely touches communicate warmth, safety, and love to you.
That's not untrue.
So you think it can be unforgivable and destructive when they don't give it to you?
That's not untrue.
So you need them to give it to you is what you're saying?
Yeah, to an extent, yeah.
See, yours is a little more unbalanced because your acts of service is actually not in a 10% ratio. My lowest one was a 10.
Well, see, I feel like this was more geared towards receiving acts of service.
Hold on.
As opposed to giving acts of service. Because I'll give an act of service.
So
go ahead and take this picture too for the IG.
I got you.
For the IG. I'm not surprised that receiving gifts is that close to being number one because it's 29% receiving gifts to 32% physical touch because young me was all about the gifts. It was all about give me the loot. My Christmases had 20-page long lists of handwritten shit that I wanted from Santa Claus. I was all about the physical gifts, and that shit has not 100% dissipated. I love toys, and I don't believe words of affirmation, so that's understandably low. Quality time, I feel like, is a little bit low, but for me, physical touch and quality time can go hand in hand. If we're spending quality time together, I'm probably touching you if I'm romantically inclined to be with you. So yeah, that makes total sense to me. One of these goofy little profiles, that shit makes 100% sense to me.
So the closest we come in all of these is acts of service, which is 7% apart from each other. Mine's at 13, yours is at 6.
Okay. And
also words of affirmation, that is also 7 apart. You're at 16, I'm at 23.
Okay.
So ironically, that's the closest we come to each other's thing. For your physical touch versus my physical touch, it's a 15% gap. I'm at 17, you're at 32. Mm-hmm. And quality time, I double you up and then some by 5. So it's 37 to 16, so 21.
Okay.
So yeah.
And you're not much on receiving gifts.
No, I don't give a shit about that. I don't care. You don't have to give me anything. As a matter of fact, it makes me awkward. But I like giving, so that's my giving gifts. It's at 10%. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty interesting. It's interesting how our personality types are different from that perspective.
You go. So you're going to take that into Valentine's Day? And,
no, I don't have anything for Valentine's Day. I'm a petty motherfucker. I'll tell you something.
Valentine's Day with you.
No, I don't owe anybody anything on Valentine's Day this year. I'll tell you that much.
Is that your fuck you? What's your fuck you?
My fuck you is actually for the DMV currently. I'm pretty pissed off the DMV right now because my registration is due tomorrow. And I've had to show proof of insurance, and I had to get a smog check. So I got a smog check, and the smog check was fine. Smog check went through, cleared immediately. I was good.
If it doesn't, I know a place.
No, it did. It went through immediately. I was good instantaneously. They transmitted it, went to the DMV.
Not that I would know.
Not
a place.
that he would know
That's
that.
That's
not
not
what he
legal.
meant. Not what he meant. That shit went through, so we good, right? So insurance, my insurance had run out, but I got it back, and I got it all squared away. Didn't transmit for whatever reason. So I called. They're like, "Do you have a fax number or something?" I'm like, "No." DMV just won't update the system, so I don't know. Try to go to DMV. They're like, "Oh, we're not accepting any more walk-ins today." So I sat outside.
Oh no, yeah, you gotta go.
So I called, and I sat outside. I went to the little number prompt thing. I said, "Okay, maybe my shit is suspended because of the insurance." And I figured, okay, let me check this out. No, you're not suspended. Okay, so can I pay for my registration now? And, oh, well, no, because we don't have proof of your insurance. So if it's not suspended because of lack of insurance, and I also can't pay it because you won't take it because it's not that you want the late
registration,
fee.
right?
Yes, but
Okay.
they're saying because of my insurance. But I have insurance. I could give them all the information for insurance, but I haven't been able to get in the fucking door thus far. So I'm gonna have to go tomorrow morning really, really early to try to hopefully get this resolved because I paid it. I went ahead and paid it. Because I didn't want to be late with the registration payment. But
Do you want me to tell you how early you're gonna have to go to the DMV?
I have an idea. I did that shit in Mission VA when it sucked.
Do you know how early you're gonna have to go?
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
It was like a good 40 before it opened. Me standing out there when I went before. I was in Mission VA though.
Son.
No, it's Corona. You don't understand. It's not that many people there. There's not as many people.
Son, when I went to the DMV.
When'd you go?
During the pandemic, this past couple months ago, actually, because I had to get my.
Well, you know, people been dying. There's less people.
You would think. So I went down there at 4:45.
Hey, you fucking tripping. I ain't going no damn 4:45.
Got in line at 5 o'clock.
Nah, you high. I ain't doing none of that.
And it took me hours. Because I got in that early, I got in on the first wave to be able to get into the door to get my shit finished.
You're fucking tripping if you think I'm doing that shit.
Well, then you ain't getting your shit.
The fucking I went to the line today.
You ain't getting your shit.
When I went today.
Which one?
Long Beach one, right up by Signal Hill.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the one I went to.
Bro, I went up there today.
I had to go. I had to
The
go
line-
at 4:30, and I still wasn't the first person.
The
in
line was 5 people. It was about 5 people, and it was not that bad. But they were like, "Oh, you're walking? No, we're not taking no more walk-ins today." Because the time I went was maybe 2 something, 1:32.
Way late. When I went at 5 o'clock, they weren't taking walk-in. They handed out slips to people that were in line at a certain point, and they're like, "Come back at this appointment date."
Yeah.
Or at the appointment time.
Yeah,
but
no,
those are
there's
people
something
that
fuck
were
off.
in line at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Nah, fuck all that.
5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning.
I'm just walking up, and if I can't get in, then fuck it. Because I already got. Here's the thing, I'm in legal whatever right now. I know I got everything that I'm supposed to have, so it's not on me at this point. It's look, y'all can send me a letter, whatever y'all tell me to do in the letter, I'll do. But I'm not paying no extra fee. Was the point? That's why I went ahead and paid it because it's fuck that. I have the money, I have the insurance, I have the smog check, I have everything I'm supposed to have. So don't give me that bullshit I didn't do it because I did. You see the money there, you saw the postman, you charged, I got the payment, I got the receipt, I got everything. I don't hear shit. I'm gonna just show y'all gonna suck my dick, and that's gonna be it. But fuck you goes to y'all for wasting my fucking time today because that shit annoyed the fuck out of me. I was sitting there, I just want this shit to be over. I did so much shit this weekend to get everything right, make sure I was on point, pay all your little stupid fees, all this stupid shit California charges randomly that Virginia never did. It's so fucking annoying. But then again, we had inspection stickers, which was the same fucking thing basically. And it would have been worse for me because I got some stuff on my car right now. They yeah, we need to see that. You need to get that fixed and that fixed and blah, 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 blah. Matter of fact, fuck my car too because it got some weird electrical issue. So my lights will go out randomly as far as my blinker. So it seems like my back blinker was out. But then now that it warmed back up a little bit, all of a sudden I'm good. So my blinker's working perfect. I'm every time they take my bumper off, it costs $200 extra. Because the way they built my car. To get to the lights, you have to take the bumper off. So the fact this shit went out, I was I've really been trying to drag my feet. I'm not doing it. I knew one guy in Virginia. And the last time I changed one...
And it wasn't just the bulb that you can replace?
It's the bulb that needs to get switched. But they have to take the whole bumper off to get to it. And then go, yep, the way they built the car.
Yo.
So I met one guy that knew how to get under the shit without pulling it off, and they charged me like $15. And I was like, oh my God, switch them both right now. I was like, just do them both. It'll be good for years. I won't have to think about this. Apparently they didn't do that. They only switched to one because I never made them bring me the bulb. Like I should have done, the old trick. Hey, let me see both bulbs before y'all, let me go off. I was so mad, but this shit is working again perfectly. So I'm like, okay, I'll just keep driving until the shit go out again. But yeah, fuck you DMV and fuck you Lightbulb for being weird. But hopefully all that shit's squared away, and next week I can just be, Trey Pac in peace. Because I mean, goddamn, that's what y'all get for today. So fuck you. You got anything?
I'm trying to think. Do I have a fuck you of the week? I don't know that I have a fuck you of the week. I've been relatively low key. I mean, I could say fuck you to unemployment, but not necessarily. Like I'm like just keep. You
should probably just leave them alone.
Just pay me. Yeah, just pay me.
Don't fuck with them.
Yeah,
he didn't mean that. He takes it. I
didn't mean it at all.
He didn't even mean to suggest that.
No, I did not suggest it. That was you.
His name is Brenton.
That was you.
Brenton Tanner.
Right. Exactly. It's not me at all.
Brenton James Tanner.
Do I have a fuck you of the week? I don't know that I have a fuck you this week.
BG Tay. What? BJ.
Do I not? Wow. Of all people, do I not have a fuck you this week?
I mean,
the angriest person, the angriest black man, the angriest little black man you've ever met on this podcast. Do I not have a fuck you this week?
Here's the thing. I've thought about these fuck yous for weeks now, and I'm just like, Brent's been showing me up on fuck yous, which is really funny because I invented the fuck you. Yeah. It was me. Yeah. I invented the good vibes too. But you, like, after the first time, you're like, why are you fucking the audience? Like, what's wrong with you? You came in and ate this shit up. Like, you've been killing it. This has been your segment. I've just
been cutting promos.
Right. This has been your segment. And I have literally not thought about it until I hear you doing yours, and then I'm really listening to yours. I'm like, this motherfucker's animated right now. And then by the time you get to me, I'm like, fuck that towel in the corner because it didn't cover up proper.
I've had multiple fuck you segments where I've had you and other people sitting here like, this motherfucker's like interrupting the fuck you, like talking over my fuck you.
Yeah, we have to.
Making me rethink my fuck yous.
It's absolutely the only way we can do it. Because you
I almost want to fuck you for that. For talking over my shit.
When I don't have one, I do you. It's just the right way to go.
You don't do me.
I knew you were going to say it. I was waiting for it.
Nah, you don't do me.
Motherfucker like the ring
light
over here.
You don't do me.
Brent over here like the ring
light.
light.
In my house, I did. You don't do me.
You have slept in my house. On the floor. A long time ago. It wasn't here, though.
Oh, yeah. That was a super long time ago.
That was before I could sleep on your couch.
All right. I do have a fuck you. Fuck you to General Mills. Here's why I fuck you to
fuck
General Mills. We may have talked about this on the podcast.
I don't think so.
The fuck you to General Mills. Because General Mills, because we were talking about bringing back shit.
General Mills or General Motors?
General Mills. General Mills is the company that made Squeeze-Its.
I don't have anything against
one day, however many weeks ago, I was looking up, I just randomly, I was like, something, somebody brought up Squeeze-Its on a video or some shit, and I looked up Squeeze-Its. And General Mills has a YouTube channel where they talk about Squeeze-Its, and they talk about the history of Squeeze-Its, and the flavors were this, and then they turned to this, and these are the bottles, this. And then they even brought the Squeeze-It mascot out on the fucking YouTube shit to talk about Squeeze-Its, and they said, and it was sadly discontinued in 2000, whatever the fuck, and that was the end of Squeeze-Its. Bitch, bring back Squeeze-Its. What the fuck are you? You know people want Squeeze-Its. You talked about how popular the shit was. People all over the comment section of that video were like, bring back Squeeze-Its, bring back Squeeze-Its. There have been campaigns to bring back Squeeze-Its since you discontinued the shit. Bitch, bring back Squeeze-Its. What the fuck are you fucking with? All we got left is Capri Sun. Bitch, bring back the goddamn Squeeze-Its. From Grumpy Grape to Boxing Cherry, whatever the fuck. Complete with the characters and everything. Bring back the old school bottles first, the old school almost Coca-Cola looking like bottles, down to the new ones with the cartoons and shit on them. Bring back Squeeze-Its. We got fucking Kool-Aid Cool Bursts right now to fuck with for centuries. Nobody fucks with Kool-Aid Cool Burst. Fuck Kool-Aid Cool Burst. Bring back fucking Squeeze-Its, goddammit. They can bring back Ecto Cooler. Bitch, they can bring back Squeeze-Its. Shit. General Mills, y'all fucking up. Bring back Squeeze-Its, goddammit.
Yeah, and he said Coke bottle. I thought about the measurements again. She said 34, 26, 43.
I hate you.
Can you believe that?
I don't. I'm gonna have to see.
I gotta show you more pictures.
I'm gonna have to see a better picture.
I'm gonna show you more pictures.
I'm gonna have to see a better picture than that disappearing waist picture. I don't know why she thought that was sexy. It looked like she was in a funhouse mirror.
Crazy.
Like the rest, like
that picture is crazy.
The dimensions.
Did you not see the one before? I had to swipe to get
her
that
dimensions were in like uncanny valley territory.
But it's not.
Like, I gotta see
natural.
Else.
It's actually natural.
I don't know. I gotta
it
see.
Is. I've been looking at
it. See. Here's the thing.
I've seen it.
See, here's the thing. All the swiping I've done on dating sites, I know for a fact, and on Instagram, I know for a fact, women don't know Women don't typically know the right pictures to post.
Oh no, that's true.
Post
No,
on
that's
this
true.
shit.
That's
they
true.
don't know their best pictures.
No, that's true.
The best, like they think they do.
I do that,
but they really don't.
Faith, for instance, she asked me for the longest stretch when she first started doing her Instagram, because she didn't have an Instagram for years. She just did it last year or something like that. For the first 20 posts, she'd call me or text me like, so between these pictures, which one do you think? And I'll sit there and I'll tell her exactly why. I break down everything that a guy would see.
Yeah.
And then she was like, oh, damn. And then eventually she got it. So then I see the post. I'm like, damn, that's a fire picture. Now she gets the concept, you know what I mean? But it's like, that's so true. Because sometimes I look at a girl, I'm like, you were so fine. Why the fuck would that be the profile picture instead of that one?
Right.
You know how much attention you would get with that picture? Jesus Christ.
Right.
So yeah, no, you're not wrong. But that girl, you completely wrong. You completely wrong. I'm telling you something. I looked at that picture.
I'm not a fan of that picture.
Nah, that's okay. I love it.
You're good vibes.
That picture, that shit did it for me. Did you hear those dimensions? I said 34, 26, 43.
Oh, what a winning hand. She's around.
Hey. I'm gonna tag her in this shit. She's gonna be weak.
Don't want to get copyright struck in, so I'm not going to sing the rest of this song.
Don't do that.
Ow.
Hey. No, honestly, I think my good vibes probably would go to Bigo, though. Bigo this week, because I've had a blast on Bigo. It's been kind of like getting back to the bar in a weird way, because I've been around so many different people and culturally different people. I've been talking to people from fucking Africa, people in Brazil, people in fucking Japan, and like all sorts of places. And Bigo has a translator on it. So you can talk in the text and you can see what they're saying in the text and you can respond to shit. So you're talking to people that literally speak a different language instantaneously.
That's
this
interesting.
shit is fantastic. So it's literally like being at the bar with somebody in the safety of my own home. It's like I don't even have a mask on. I can't believe it. It's unbelievable. I'm like, oh my God, look at this. Only thing I don't like about Bigo is that I have almost like a gambling problem and I have a feeling to spend money on Bigo all the time. Yeah, almost. Because I'm technically not gambling on anything. Except for the fact that they're going to talk to me.
You are giving it money.
But I am spending money. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's not that I can't, because I have it. I have it to spend right now. It's true. I'm doing well. But, gotta rein that bitch in a little bit. Because I looked at my account the other day at the end, and I was looking at how many times I recharged that bitch. I said,
I might feed your habit right now if I tell you this, but
go ahead, tell me. I don't think it's gonna feed it, because
if you use it to help promote the podcast, you might put it in a different compartment in your brain of business expense.
I'll tell you this. I already been there in my head because they were playing. I had a couple. The one girl I was just talking about. She was playing my music one night, all night. She played my music the entire night on her stream.
No shit.
I got mad followers off this shit.
No shit.
Like mad followers off this shit on the site and then on my actual pages separately. So I was like, hey, I was trying to convince myself, but when I looked at my bank account and I looked at the number, I said, I basically just sent my whole paycheck to Brazil. I gotta relax. Like I might as well just cash it out there. Like here you go. Not the whole thing, obviously.
I was like, motherfucker, you can get on a plane for less.
No, listen to me.
They give you the girlfriend. And they give you the girlfriend experience.
I'm not sure if this is a good vibes or a fuck you at this point. But when I tell you, I definitely could have got a ticket. Could have stayed in a nice place. Could have had a lot of dinner with them. Both of us.
Yep.
Flew them back with me, and then flew them back home.
Patrice O'Neal talks about the girlfriend experience out in Brazil. I'm telling you.
Oh no, I know. No, trust me, Brent. I know. I can show you some shit. But here's the thing. I have to rein myself in and balance it. But nonetheless, the app has been fun. It's been a good time. But I had to I have 5 or 6 girls that I talk to up here. Stop with the going to random pages. At this point, you've met a couple of the people that you fuck with. Let's just have that be the group of people you fuck with and stop. So I start chopping that down. Then I gave a bunch of really nice gifts to start this month, and then I was like, okay, now I'm gonna relax again. Calm the fuck down. And then next month there'll be a little less, and a little less, and a little less. But I've been getting messages like, hey, where have you been? You're missing. Where are you going? I'm like, don't do that. Stop. Don't do that, because then it makes me not want to tip you, because then I feel like you're trying to play me. Don't play me, even though I get it.
It's almost like an OnlyFans account that you're following, and they're like, "Hey, we miss you."
But worse, it's way worse than OnlyFans, because technically I'm not getting any of that. OnlyFans, at least you're getting full crazy shit. This is you really are talking to women that fuck with you. So then it's worse, because I'm like, I don't even give women that I fuck with in real life this much money. I'm low key old school with that shit. No, I'm not just spending money out the blue. You gotta, unless it's just shit that I'm we talked about in our apartments and shit. But I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Sometimes I'm looking at myself and I'm grabbing my phone and I'm thinking about why I shouldn't be doing this shit, and I'm steadily doing it. I'm like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
What are you doing right now? But it's in a drug, man. It's when you see that smile when you give somebody some shit and they like, oh oh my God, you don't understand how much it's up. Then they taking time to write paragraphs afterwards. They sending me paragraphs like, yo, you don't understand, because the American dollar versus the Brazilian whatever right now is 5-1.
You're feeding the village right now.
It's 5-1. So they looking like, bruh. They looking at me like I'm fucking 50 out here. I'm not 50. I don't have that kind of money.
You gonna fuck around and be on 90 Day Fiance by the time this shit's over.
I'm gonna fuck around
we met off Bigo.
I'm gonna be a happy nigga too.
She had cartoon dimensions.
Okay, first off, that girl is in America.
She had cartoon dimensions, and next thing I know, I'm on 90 Day.
Let's be clear.
90 Day Fiance.
Let's be clear. That girl is only like 2 states over. That girl's really close. The one I just showed you. She's not foreign. She's just mixed with a bunch of foreign
2
things.
states away from California.
It's Arizona. It's not that far.
Well, Arizona's kind of foreign.
I've been through Arizona. It's kind of hot.
Arizona and California. That is a different country.
It's kind of hot. She's from Florida though.
Oh, that's a completely different country. Florida's not even the
country.
United States.
Neither is California though.
True. Very true.
They're different countries completely.
Entirely.
And then not the United States either.
Right, entirely.
Like Texas.
Correct. All that's correct.
But yeah, my good vibes is for Bigo, nonetheless, because the shit has been fun. Like, it's like you have to look at where you've been and what you've been doing for the last year, and you just kind of think like something that can kind of bring you back to sanity, even though you may have spent some money. But bro, how many times did I not go to Clancy's or one of those other bars over the course of the last year and I didn't spend any money? So realistically, all I've done
open back up. You going out?
No, I haven't. I haven't had the urge, bro. Like, I've just been gone so long now that I don't care anymore. You know what I'm saying? And I have my own place now. That's a big difference too. Like, I can drink here and it's cheaper.
It sure is.
So why the fuck would I go there? And I'm gonna tip nice, so I could just tip really, really fine chicks on my phone, because I know when I go there, they may be okay. Maybe I'll run into one that's bad, and I'm like, damn, she bad. And then nothing comes from it.
Probably with a boyfriend.
Exactly. And then this girl, at least, you know, if she do got a boyfriend, I never saw him. It ain't like he on the live in the corner, like, damn, girl, you killing it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So at least it's the feeling of some dope shit.
Well, maybe. If you're talking about the foreign country chicks, they might be.
Some of them do.
They might be in a house full of other chicks that are doing the same shit.
No, sometimes you see the other girls doing it in the corner. Like, because they making their rent. They good.
Yeah,
I done seen chicks go from, like, a real broke house already, and, like, I got their page hot, and then all of a sudden, motherfuckers getting money. Like, all them other American dudes saw it and was like, oh, baby. Tip, 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 tip. Next thing I know, I'm like, your room look different. It's only been a month. How much is our money going for over there? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You getting bank. So, I mean, shouts to them, though. I mean, your hustle, you know? Do your hustle. Like, one dude got mad. He was talking. He was like, fucking, it's like, she got a boyfriend. I'm not tipping her. I'm like, do you see how fine this woman is? You thought she wouldn't? Like, do you really think she was single? That girl right there.
Like, does he think that tipping her is gonna get her on his dick?
See, that's my thing.
That's the other part of it. Like,
right.
Where's that line of demarcation for you?
Yeah, my line is, it's kind of like I told you with strippers before, right? I don't look at strippers in the sense of like, I'm here to throw all my money at you. Like, I actually hate strip clubs, personally. I'm not a fan of strip clubs because I feel like money that I worked hours and hours and hours for, you're getting in minutes, and I'm stupid enough to give it to you because I'm sitting there.
Super fast.
Right. And I'm stupid enough to sit there. And then, here's the thing, on top of it, when I give it to you, you're no longer interested in me.
Correct.
You dry up quick. It goes from,
correct.
Oh my God, baby, I love this shirt. To
correct.
Like, oh, that was it?
100% correct.
How's your friend looking? You know what I'm saying?
100%
so
correct.
That, to me, makes it feel different. But with these chicks, not exactly the same. Little different. Some of them you can feel it. Other ones like, and those ones that I feel, I'm like, okay, done. You know? But other chicks, it's like, all right, no, actually, she fucks me. I could tell. Like, literally, if I was like, hey, you want to fly out? She would be like, yeah. Yeah, I will, actually. I'll come out there today. And it's like, okay. All right, we'll see. But I've done that whole like foreign wife thing before, so it's kind of like, it's like, I kind of got a drug with that too. I got a little bit of a gambling issue with that too. Apparently, when I get too much free time and money, it's like,
call you Trey Green Card.
Basically, yeah, I can't have that. Can't have that be a name. I don't want that nickname.
Green Card Trey. Unless
her measurements are fucking 34, 26, 43, Brent.
Green Card Daddy.
The fuck? Fred. Hey, hit the line. Good vibes, you got it?
Yeah. My good vibes of the week are
on the edge of this goddamn chair.
My good vibes of the week go out to getting high and watching old Hell's Kitchen reruns. I hate that show. This past week has been some of the best shit. Really, it goes to getting high and watching shit you're familiar with in general.
What are you high on?
Weed.
Oh.
That shit is fun. That shit is fucking fantastic. That shit is fun. And for me, Primarily.
Okay.
Unless I'm primarily.
I was gonna say I thought that was the one using. Yeah.
Because for me, it triggers this thing where like I feel like I remember seeing this shit, whether or not I've seen it. Like it's almost like a time traveling experience. Like it transports me back to like, especially when I'm watching like some old shit.
Like I'm here.
Right. Like I remember. So this really started for me a couple months back when I got high and I started watching, of all things, like those old made for TV movies. Because Netflix has a couple of like the super old 80s made for TV, like Not Without My Child, or like the story of the guy, the Adam Walsh story, the guy, the son of the guy who started America's Most Wanted. Like those are really heart-wrenching, supposedly heart-wrenching, but now they're super corny movies.
Extremely corny, yeah.
And I got high and I watched it and I'm like, I remember watching this on my grandparents' floor at 5 years old. On Channel 5, KTLA. Like I was transported right back to 5, 6, 7-year-old me, and like that shit that shit's fun to me.
It's a vibe, yeah.
So like it's a hell of a vibe. So like this past week,
you still got that weed?
Hell yeah, I still got that weed. So this past week I was
doing
it.
I want to go on a time machine.
That's just fantastic.
They say, yo, I got a time machine.
That's just fantastic.
Pass it.
Like, yo, the worst thing in the world for me right now would be, see, that HBO Max shit is the worst thing in the world for me, because I'm gonna fucking get high and I'm gonna watch Batman Beyond and I'm gonna be transported right back to
Have you looked through their catalog?
11, 12-year-old me. No,
Brother,
I haven't.
You
because I had no intention on getting this shit.
The
only thing I knew that they had, I heard they had Batman Beyond
and Fresh Prince
and the Fresh Prince reunion. That's the only two things that I halfway
Trust
gave
me
a shit
when
about.
I tell you, knowing your ass and the stupid shit you watch, you're gonna fall in love with this app immediately. Like I'm gonna make you your own profile so you don't fuck my shit up. You'll see my mom and my sister up there too. But yeah, you're gonna fucking love it. That's my gift to you.
So that's definitely my good vibes, and especially this past week. I've never wanted risotto as much in my life as I want it now.
I love Rosario Dawson too.
No, risotto.
Yeah, Rosario. She's fine.
Risotto.
She is.
Because the risotto is fucking raw. It's raw, you donkey. Right. It's fucking raw. Now here's the thing. The good vibes are starting to wear down a little bit because I'm starting to get to the point. I've watched enough seasons in a row now that I'm starting to see all the edits and the kind of cheap reality show tricks that they do on the shit. Hell's Kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
So like, the long, and who's getting eliminated right now, the person leaving Hell's Kitchen today is in the shot, your shot, my shot, your shot, their shot. Right. It's like, I know it didn't take this long in real life. Mm-hmm. I know he wasn't just sitting there for 20 minutes waiting. Like the cheap reality show tricks are starting. And that was actually the reason why I stopped watching Hell's Kitchen in the first place, because they got really bad with it. But for that time period, and I'm starting to wean off that and starting to go back and watch Psych episodes now, which is fucking fun.
Psych
I fucking love Psych.
Yeah,
Psych is always great.
Yeah. Fuck, I can't think of what not Chopped. It was another one. Fuck. Cutthroat Kitchen. Same shit.
Oh.
Like Hell's Kitchen. Cutthroat Kitchen was amazing at the beginning because they had all these weird handicaps. It was great. Bro, I don't know if you watched any of the last seasons, because they ended up like 20 seasons or something crazy out of the blue. Like, they just kept going. Because
a lot of them, they do two per year.
They got so fucking popular.
At least.
So they started doing like, oh, you got to ride a fucking pony while you goddamn chop. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, you got to catch these ingredients in a swimming pool with dwarves biting at your ankles. Like, what the fuck? Like, this show became so unwatchable at some point because they went too far. It was like,
what kind of dwarves? Like the sexy ones with the big asses? With the big booties?
No, like they wanted Santa elves.
Oh, like it
would be a Christmas episode.
Like Tony Cox from Bad Santa.
Right, exactly, and they were all kicking you in the shins. Yeah, like that. Like, it was bad.
I'm a dwarf, you drunk motherfucker.
Yeah, it was bad.
Shout out to Tony Cox.
Yeah, shout out to Tony Cox. I like that guy. But yeah, no, I feel you on that, because you start to look at it and it's like, all right, man, it's a little too processed at this point. Like, you don't feel the same no more.
Yeah.
Because at first you could really tell it was like cooks that were trying to do stuff a certain way. And it's like, this is impressive. Like, I'm enjoying watching them try to, okay, you need to make a drink, but we're not going to give you a cup. And they're like, I don't have a cup.
Right,
Shit.
right.
Okay, well, I need to make this out of, if I heat this up a certain way and I took this.
My cup's going to be a bread bowl.
Right, exactly. It's like, we'll make a bread bowl, we'll carve it out, we'll make the insides some kind of weird ice so it'll be cold and it'll hold the drink. You're like, damn, these are fucking scientists.
Right.
Create a spaceship, nigga. That was crazy. But then they start like, okay, so now you ain't gonna have a dick and you gotta go fuck. Like
they get too processed with it, and it becomes
It was like they were asking for fan write-ins or something. Like, what do you think?
Yeah. So I'm starting to get to that point. I'm weaning back off on the psych, but just the getting high and hopping in your media time machine, that shit is fucking fantastic.
It is.
I'm gonna get high tonight. I'm sure I'm gonna get high tonight. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna watch, but I know it's gonna be great.
Batman Beyond.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Hell yeah. That theme song was that. Listen. That theme song, and this gonna be the first time I'm gonna say it on any recorded place. So tell me how this sounds. That theme song was a bop, though.
Was a bop?
Yes.
I'm not mad at bop.
That theme song was a bop.
I like bop.
That's the old man in me.
Needed some shit with some bop in it. The baby brought me back last year. I needed some shit with some bop in it. That nigga said that
theme song was lit though. That theme song was lit though, and I don't even like industrial type music like that or whatever. Right. But that theme song was.
I'm gonna have to check it out as soon as we turn this off. Oh yeah.
That shit was on workout mixes for years on my.
I'm gonna turn that on before you leave. I'm gonna watch that first episode because I ain't seen it.
So shout out to that. That's the good vibe.
That's good vibes. It's good vibes.
Let's get the fuck out of here. This is our longest episode ever, probably.
Because we say this every other episode.
I'm sure is 4. I don't know that I've ever seen 4.
When your boy was here, we might have hit 4.
Maybe
it was close.
I don't know that I've ever seen 4.
But though. I think this is probably. I think this might be the longest episode we've ever done.
It might be the longest episode ever.
Where can they find you, Brent?
They can find me at Surreal469 on everything. SURREAL, the number's 469. They can also find me on Instagram at Surreal200. Now that I've mentioned this before, I'm getting back on my shit now. I film more shit than I've posted, but you can find me on Instagram at Surreal200 to try to keep up with, to try to talk shit about me working out and eating better. Where can they find you?
You can find me in Korea. Probably be at the bar chilling.
Word.
I'm alive. No,
come with me.
Dave Chappelle's so stupid for that. I wrote this song a long time ago. A real long time ago. You feel me? Hey, listen, you gotta relax. I wrote this song a long time ago. Really song that I ever wrote in 94.
Dave Chappelle about to spill his drink.
Why am I doing this? Man, that shit killed me. That was hilarious. But you can find me at 1989 TRE on everything.
But if you watch that, make sure you watch it on the DVDs.
Yes, just the DVDs.
Only the DVDs. I'm not gonna watch. I think it's on HBO Max. I'm not gonna watch it on HBO Max. Oh, they took it off?
Dave Chappelle even got them to take it off there.
I knew he took it off Netflix.
No, so Netflix was in partner with them. They took it off. And
yes.
Then HBO came out a week later like, we're going to support Dave Chappelle and what he asked for,
See, I didn't hear about that one. That was quieter.
Different.
That was
because
quieter.
he's not a partner with them. But it was like, damn, but they left his like stand-ups and shit that they had from before. But I was like, this motherfucker Dave Chappelle.
They got his stand-ups?
They have the ones that he recorded with them. Like, remember he did, which one did he do with them? He did Killing Me Softly with them?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was either Killing Me
Oh,
Softly.
don't tell me that shit.
Yeah, I think Killing Me
don't tell me that shit. I love those.
Yeah, it's either... I think it was HBO the first one.
Where's Ja?
Yeah, I think the first one was on HBO. We'll check before you leave, but yeah.
There's one Dave Chappelle joke from those early specials that I fucking love. He was like he's in San Francisco, I think. Mm-hmm. He was like, "Oh, this place is fantastic. I know how you after being here for a while, I figured out how you keep your place looking so fantastic. Keep them niggas on the other side of that bridge."
He said, "Bye, come back in August. We're having a sale on Birkenstocks." It's like, welcome to Oakland, bitch. Man, that shit was hilarious. Dave Chappelle's a whole fool. But yeah, you can find me at 1989 TRE on everything except for YouTube because YouTube hates me. If you do want to find me on YouTube, though, it's TRE722 at 89, not at 89, just TRE722 89 on YouTube. That's how you find me there. Or just search 1989 TRE and you'll find all our podcast shit and me or Jake or somebody associated with me. You'll see my face eventually. I don't know. It'll pop up sometime. And just one word. Just make sure you always have it as one word. It's 2 words. For some reason, it turns to some weird industrial shit. I don't know what happens there. Some foreign shit with my name. I don't know. Just 1989 TRE altogether. Your boy. Where can they find us, Brent?
And they can find us all over the place. The best way to do it is via our Linktree. Linktree/GetHerePod. linktr.ee/. It's up there. It's literally right above our heads. It's the best place to... Oh, you got a Linktree? What are you on, OnlyFans? Yes, we are on OnlyFans. But...
He's on OnlyFans.
But the Linktree is the best place to find us.
I'm not on OnlyFans.
Because it has all our links to all our shit on it. everywhere, including, YouTube, Spotify, Stitcher, all the audio platforms. If you're watching us on YouTube, everything's in the description anyway. But if you're listening to us someplace, go to our link tree and you can find us on all the audio and, well, not all the video, but all the audio platforms and our YouTube. But if you want to go straight to our YouTube, tinyurl.com/getheretube is where you go.
That's right. And other than that, man, you got anything else?
No, this is the longest episode ever.
I think this might be the longest episode
I
we've
think
ever
this
done.
is.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure. For Brent.
Has it been?
I am Trey.
Has it been a pleasure for
And
Brent?
this has been yet another How Do We Even Get Here podcast. We'll see you next time. Good night.
That's not what you said.
The hell of the episode, wasn't it?
Rabble, talk.
Why don't we start sounding off like a news program?
Because we did that on a news. Well, there was a news program that was supposed to happen.
No, I got it.
Hasn't.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hit it.
How did we even get here? Cause I swear I don't recognize shit here.